we'll switch over and we'll start looking at all this stuff. All right. Should be good there. Uh-huh. I'd rather wait. Yeah. I mean, I would rather wait too and have something good. Obviously, we don't want to wait at all. That'd be nice, but I'd rather wait and get something good. I agree. All right, that's being silly. Maybe not. Maybe we won't. There we go. I'm trying to. Let me move streamer bot over here. That looks good. Why is it being a silly goof? All right, maybe that's not gonna work. It's fine. Whatever. We'll deal. We'll deal. Sometimes patience is the key. But again, like, I understand not wanting to be patient when we've been so patient. People have already been so patient waiting for all of this stuff. So to say, hey, wait longer, you know, that's rough. All right, can I do this? Can I get away with that? Yeah, I think that's better. Some of the words are going to get cut off, but as we go past it, we would have already seen it. So it's okay. Best things are for those. Best things come to those who wait. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys for the biddies. Thank you for the resubs. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Are you more excited about Willow or Edgefield? I'm more excited about Willow. Willow's my favorite map. So the idea that we're going to have a reworked Willow in like less than a month. Okay, and why do I feel like lies and slander happened? Because they do. Because they do. Am I playing Phas? No, we're looking at an update for Phas. Yeah. If I have time, we might play Phas, but that might have to wait. Like, it might have to wait even another day for me to do the weekly. Yeah, let's go through this, guys. I say we not burn any more time. So, Phasmophobia had a huge announcement today. And that announcement was that they have reworked the roadmap for 2026. Some things, a couple of things have been moved even to 2027. Is the music too loud or is it okay? Putting a lot of life into the maps. Tanglewood. Oh, I love it. I think the Tanglewood rework is great. Bleasdale, Grafton. If Grafton wasn't dark, it would be wonderful, but it's very dark. I'm mad about them changing the pajama girl. No, I'm excited, dude. No, I'm excited. Music's fine. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. We'll go down a touch. Yeah, Unity 6 is going to fix a lot of stuff too. Yeah. So we can see already the roadmap that is ahead for this year that has been changed. Obviously, it is subject to change. However, this is where it stands as of now. The next update that we are going to be getting is in July. Okay. Later July, we are getting the Willow rework and the quality of life update. Now, I'm sure that when I go down, all of this is going to be said in all of this, but just from a surface level, what we can see. July, Willow rework, quality of life update part 1, meaning that there's going to be 2 quality of life updates that are going to have over 100 fixes included between them. I have no idea what fixes are being implemented for part 1 and part 2. I'm not sure about that, but there's a lot. And now it does make you question if they are fixing so many things, is it going to break something else whenever it's time for us to be able to play? Because, you know, it's a joke, but it's kind of not, where, you know, you fix one thing and 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. So I can only assume that they are on a private branch where they're working through all of this. So that way, whenever they go to release it with Willow, it's just a switch on and it's just ready to rock. So the July update is going to say a lot. So we'll see what happens. October, the normal Crimson Eye event, but then Unity 6. They are going to be switching over to Unity 6, which hopefully is going to solve a lot of visual problems we've been having, especially with light. So like Grafton being really dark, hopefully Unity 6 will make it so that Grafton is not as dark anymore. A lot of things are going to be implemented with that. November, we're getting another player character visual update. Not exactly sure what's being included, or I can't remember exactly. December, we're getting the Edgefield rework. So July, we're getting Willow. December, we're getting Edgefield. They are slowly making their way through the maps, reworking them. Winter's Jest, and then TBC content update. Who knows what that could be? We can see that that image is the poster board for the events. I'm not sure if that's going to be anything. And then 2027. 2027, that is where 1.0 is now going to be, along with Switch 2 and other things as well. So Ridgeview and who knows what else. But let's start going through the text of this so we can start reading all this stuff. Yeah. Well, if they kept your favorite ghost, that'd be a problem because it was an asset ghost that they purchased when they first made this game. Yeah, it's time for something new. It's time for something new. Or there's gonna be a brand new ghost with this roadmap update and stuff. We'll see. We'll see what information is here, and then I'll see also what information I have as well on the side, if there's any extra info that's helpful. Yeah. So any questions you guys might have might get answered as we go through this. So I would say hold unless it's talking about something we're literally talking about, because it might get answered. It's so hard to say. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. Over the last month and a half, we've been reading the discussions about Phasmophobia across so many different channels and taking note of the biggest issues, points of concern, questions, and more. We're sorry that it's taken a while to respond, but we wanted to make sure that when we did, we had something of substance for you. Now, remember, that's kind of what we said. We assumed that that's what it was going to be, that they really wanted to have their ducks in a row before they came back again with something to say. Hopefully today, with our updated roadmap and information on what's to come into Phasmophobia, we can start to build back your trust and have meaningful conversations around the game we all care so deeply about. Interesting. FBI crime fighter, thank you for the tier 3, dude. Thank you for the sub, man. We'll go into more detail on everything in this blog, but for those of you that would rather just have the headlines, here we go. So here's your meat and taters. The rework of 13 Willow Street will launch July 21st, 2026, alongside a quality of life update. So that is what we saw up here. July 21st. Mark your calendars. July 21st. That is when we're getting our next update. So yes, that is a little under a month away. I imagine it is to make sure that all of this stuff is ready to rock and they're not just delivering a couple small updates here, there. I just want to make sure they're being vocal about it, which here we go. Here this is. Hopefully it continues. Yeah, we will see. Bean, think of it, the 2 months. Bendy back, spaghetti legs is what broke the game. It was very frustrating to get around things. Yeah. It was close to July 26th on the phones and Tangle. Oh no, I'm sure that I seriously doubt that they have the date of the update that was on the phone when they first released Tangle. Like, hey, that's when we're going to release Willow. I don't think so. So yeah, Willow Street quality of life update. A further quality of life update will launch in August. Our upgrade to Unity 6 will take place in October. An additional player character update will launch in November, bringing with it improved animations, character models, UI, more clothing, and customization options. Phasmophobia 1.0, as well as our next new map, will launch in 2027. So obviously with all this stuff that's happening this year, this is having to be put back again just to make sure that it's ready when they finally do it. And they're not just releasing it to say that they released it. Because it would be easy enough to say, all right, here's 1.0, and then have a crap ton that they have to do to the game. So as long as it's getting fixed and as long as there's content, I don't care that much that this is getting pushed back. As long as there's motion. If there's no motion and this is just being pushed just to push it, that's a problem, but it's not. There's things happening. A new roadmap. Over the last month, we've taken a look at our plans for 2026 and made important decisions and changes to make sure that we get things right. Phasmophobia's new roadmap, which can be seen below, focuses on bringing the game back in line with our vision, and one that we hope reignites your passion for it. With a focus on quality of life over new content, our various updates will bring with them hundreds of fixes, starting with our first update in July, as well as bringing the game up to date with Unity 6. Our second player character will improve. Our second player character update will improve and redo areas such as the animations, character models, UI, and introduce a host of new customization options. So we saw the roadmap. We've already been able to tell what's coming when. So Willow and quality of life. I'm very, very curious to know what that first quality of life update is actually going to have. Very curious. So I guess we'll see in due time. Alongside these various updates, you can expect to see more regular development previews that'll take you deeper into what they'll contain and the improvements they'll bring to Phasmophobia. Been waiting for them forever. So thank goodness they're finally going to be doing more previews of what's to come to keep us updated with their progress, which is great. You may notice that a few things have been removed from the roadmap for 2026, such as Phasmophobia 1.0 and our new map. While we'll talk more about the 1.0 delay further down in this blog, we want to reassure you that a new map will be coming to Phasmo just a little later than planned. For now, let's go into a little detail on the first update, bringing with it the reworked 13 Willow Street. Gotta get back to work. No, you're good, Incognito. I appreciate you. Heard there's a new ghost coming with Willow rework. I guess we'll see. I haven't been through. I don't even remember everything that was inside of our extra information that we were given, but I did a quick read of the blog earlier. Yeah, we'll go through the extra information a little bit later, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Because we were given, I was not able to attend the summit that they had where they went through all this stuff. I wasn't able to do that, but I was given other information, so I'll be able to catch up as much as I can. Yeah. Pop, thank you for the 9 months. Lizzie, thank you for the 44. Also, because of this headache thing that's happening, we're saving the soda that I owe you guys for next stream when I don't have it. Code Red, thank you for the 7. All right, let's keep rocking before it takes too long. Let's see. Willow update. Our 13 Willow Street rework update will launch on 20. I hate this. I can't read. Noob, what's up, homie? Our 13 Willow Street rework update will launch on the 21st of July, 2026, bringing with it the reworked map and the first of our quality of life updates. Before we get into the second part, let's take a look at the new Willow Street. Now, we have images here, but we don't just have images. I also have footage to show you guys. I also have footage. Yeah. Vicious storms we've been getting had my head pounding too. I'm sorry, Elaine. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know. It came out of nowhere, man. The day did not start with one. It just came out of nowhere. It was so stupid. So dumb. So let's take a look at these images and analyze, shall we? So we immediately palm trees. Palm trees. It's given off like Florida vibes immediately. Okay. That is definitely what was the kitchen, or is the kitchen. Yeah, is the kitchen, because I forgot. Yeah, because the fridge is there. Yeah. So summoning circle is now when you enter through those two glass pane doors, and then kitchen is over here. Okay. We'll look at more of this. Just hold your horsies. Pet bowls are right there. You know, of course, for the kitties. The basement. Now, look at this. Sports memorabilia, looking very updated and very snazzy. Going to the beach? I guess so. It is, yeah, man cave, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, Palm Springs for sure. Yeah. It looks so good. I'm loving it. That's why I said, people are like, are you worried about them updating Willow because Willow's your favorite map? It's like, no, I love the reworks that they've done. I can't wait to see it. The layout is not different. No, not so far. And we'll go through the video that I have. This right here, I'm trying to remember what this is. I think it's the front. I can't remember. I think it's the front door. Like the front door is over here, and then this is the left wall, I think. And then you have the two doors right here. I think so. Yeah, it's the living room. I just can't remember which angle it is. That's all. Yeah, little cat obstacle course. Yeah. There you go. That is the new garage, which is now just a home gym with even more little cat stuff up there. But you've got the punching bag and some other stuff here, some towels and whatnots. And then you've got this. This is here. That's what this, it's on this table. So this here, you can even tell with the lighting too. So this is on top of the table here. Now the question is, what this is alluring to? What is this alluring to? What if the ghost can punch the punching bag? That'd be pretty funny. Shattered Tear, thank you for the 19 months, dude. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, Cali. Yeah. It makes me think, when I see palm trees, I think Florida. Yeah. But yeah, you see right here, California. And then they're going not up the coast necessarily, but not far. Coming up to here to the mountains and then finishing somewhere. So, I mean, I could do like a super zoom and try to figure out what this is, but we'll worry about that another time. Yeah. And there you go. Hold. I'm gonna go to the screen for a second so I can try to see where I put the footage. Hold on. Hold. What did I do with it? What did I do? Now, I wasn't allowed to show all of the footage. However, sort of like what Tom did, I was allowed to pull clips and cut it together myself. So that's what I did. I literally just cut the footage together myself. So that way we had something we could look at. There's no audio to it. It's literally just video, but we can get a good idea of what it's like. Okay. So let's give it a gander. When you first leave the truck, you make a right. There's your house. There she is. Got a car out here in the driveway now, which is interesting. It makes me wonder, can the ghost set the car off from inside and you still maybe have to get the car key because you can't turn the car off that's outside unless you have it? Yeah. Carport? No, I don't think there's a carport. No carport. No, it's just a driveway. And then the garage, that's where they have the gym, the weightlifting stuff. I don't think outside ghost. No. I just think that the car is close enough to the house that if the ghost is inside the garage area, it can screw with the car. My guess. Okay. That already answered one of my things. Here is that little partition that we saw in the photo. So if we looked at the photo, the cat walls to our left, that's this, and it leads into the kitchen area. Okay. So many circles inside of there. But yeah, look at, how about this? I'm going to do this. I'm just going to let it play one time through the footage I have, and we'll go back through it. Okay. How about that? So living room, lots of unique items, lots of unique stuff. Kitchen. There's that map we were talking about with the backpack. Here's the garage. You can see the garage door on the left. Okay. There's even a shower inside of here. Very cool looking. Basement. Look at the other room. Look at this. So not only do you have that, you also have a pool table down there too. What looks to be under the stair under the stair hiding, more than likely. Bedroom. Look at this. Look at all the paintings. Oh, there's a lot of looping spots here. Lots of looping spots. Yeah. Okay. So let's go through it now. You want to play pool with the ghost? I'll ask the ghost and see what they say. Goo on the paintings, just a little bit. Okay, so we saw this out here. We saw the outside part with the car. Okay, we got the living room with lots of interactable items, it looks like. I don't know if you're gonna be able to move all the books or anything like that. I don't know, hard to say. We could dissect this with a knife and try to figure out everything. But oh, there's the pillow. That's so, in Willow Street, they have a custom pillow that they made. Even though not every asset in there was there, this was. So that's from the current Willow. We can see they got some cat statues over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a Nintendo? Bruh. It looks like a Nintendo and like a PS2 or like, I don't know. It's hard to say. But that's totally a Nintendo. I'm curious what the name of it is if they gave it a name. I didn't even know. There's going to be stuff that I didn't even notice when I saw it because I did not dissect it. I wanted to do it live. Yeah. Music boxes on the shelf? Wait, where? Did I miss it? Hold on. That's good information to have. Where? On this shelf? Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's huge. There it is. Yeah. Good call. Nintendo, I hate it here. Okay, so yeah, music box is still in the living room. I wonder if we can spot the other cursed possessions too. That's a good shout. All right, can I go back? I don't know how to go frame by frame in this, so we'll just do what we can. Oh, look on the table. There's a freaking switch. Can you see it? It's hard to see. It's a little hard to see. Oh, but you can see the Joy-Con. Look, it's right there. Okay. So we move in to the kitchen. 2 switches there. I can't tell. There looks like a pen on the table there. I can't really see it. All right. We've got this map. I don't know what this map is supposed to entail. I don't know if that's like giving us an idea of what a future map is going to be. I don't know. Maybe. Hard to say. They're talking about the mountains. You've got hiking gear. You've got a walkie, health kit. Maybe there's going to be like maybe the new map that they're going to add next year is like a mountain house, you know, like a cabin. Not like Maple Lodge, but maybe something different. You know what I mean? Like in a snowy mountain kind of thing. I don't know. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. Cabin in the woods. Let's go. But yeah, kitchen. You've got the refrigerator. You've got the coffee maker. Again, just lots of stuff to mess with. And then you move into the garage. Now, in the garage before, we had the mirror and the summoning circle. So I wonder if only one cursed object is here and I just don't know where it is right now. Like, we can't see it, you know? Definitely possible. But yeah, you've got lots, again, just a ton of new stuff. A ton of items to mess with. You're not being left high and dry in these rooms. No pun intended for the shower. Oh, fire tower would be sick. I mean, I don't know what you would do with that though. Oh, did you see the treadmill? Was that supposed to be a Peloton? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. You got a treadmill over there too. All right, let it go through this and we'll go to the basement. Here's the basement. Let's get to a good spot to pause. There. Yeah. So with the basement, you've got split room. Well, not really split necessarily because you've just got this window that's going through where the ghost can see you. But the looping side of it, I guess, would be this table. But yeah, you've got TV. You've got more gaming. Is that another effing Nintendo? No. They've got more gaming systems down here. This is like a bed, just a bachelor pad, dude. A bachelor pad with a bunch of I guess what used to be a bunch of cats. Yeah. I wonder how the room borders work here. I don't know if it's considered one room or two. I don't know. Crazy cat man. Yeah. Yeah. It does look like another Nintendo. And then you've got a console that's standing up and you might even have more that are right here. Shit, is this my house? Yeah, but then when you go through, we can go to the pool table and we can see more here. Galactic something. Never back down, never what? Yeah, the cards have to be over here, right? Because there's playing cards over here. Single man that owns a cat has moved into Willow. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Got a dartboard, bunch of books. You got pool cues. Okay. From this angle, we can see more. I think there's a beer can on its side. It does look like another Nintendo. What the hell? What the hell? Arcade game from Nels? No, this one's different. Nels, you've got like, Nels, you've got, what is it? The Western one? And then you've got like the dead one. This is different. This is different. I would love for them to be playable, for God's sake. And also, why do they have two of the same book? What kind of weirdo? I bet the Paul's in the art room now. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Any other information to be had from there? Hold on. So when you come down the stairs on the right, looks like you've got another poster or something here, and then a table that might hold something like a cursed possession on it or something. I don't know. A little curious what they'll have Frank. I don't know. And then you've got this area back here, which looks like it's some sort of hiding spot under the stairs. And this is definitely the back. This is the back room. I can't tell if this is the back right bedroom or the back left. I'm not sure. It looks like the back right. But you've got a crap ton of paintings. A lot of paint on the floor. Creepy ass paintings all over the place. Is that a heart with goo coming out of it? Oh, there was a, oh man, did you see the head right here? It's a little hard to see. Right there. Look at that. Mannequin head. That'd be crazy if that thing could move. I'd hate it here. Painting wildlife. Okay. And then you got kitties. Mask on the table. Wait, where'd you see a mask on the table? What? Am I blind? In the camera? What? Are you talking about this? Yeah, that's a paint palette. It's this right here. Yeah, it's not a mask. You bunch of goobers. You bunch of goobers. Ay caramba. All right, but anyway, yeah, so that's what we have. There's a little bit more footage. It's not a lot. It's really not. But I'm glad that we could at least show you something. Yeah, it does look like there's a good hiding spot. Maybe over here behind this, and maybe this disappears or gets blocked. One of those two. I don't know. But there we have it, friends. There we have it. Okay. Shall we continue? So let's see. As with our rework on 6 Tanglewood Drive, this new version of 13 Willow Street retains an almost identical layout to the location currently in-game, but features redesigned rooms, new theming, and plenty of new interactions and objects to discover. 13 Willow Street will continue our approach to storytelling in Phasmophobia 2, with a story waiting to be pieced together. We can't wait to hear your theories and thoughts. It's gotta be this. I don't know what it has to do with the mountains. You can literally see Trailblaze or whatever it is on their backpack. Yeah, there's something to be had there. Maybe we take the Swiss Army knife and we jab it into the... Okay. Moving on. Maybe the ghost will paint on... That'd be cool. If the ghost could paint on the canvas, or if the paint could be thrown across the room and actually splatter, that'd be awesome. I don't know if that's something they're thinking about, but I would enjoy it. Maybe a vineyard or something. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I guess it depends. I'd have to look at the map a little bit closer. Yeah. Quality of life. Our quality of life updates this year will focus on bug fixes, gameplay improvements, and the overall stability and playability of the game. Due to the hundreds of bug fixes, changes, and new features currently planned for release, we'll be releasing 2 separate quality of life updates, the first with the Willow launch and the second in August. These updates have been built off the back of the feedback we've received since the launch of the player character update, as well as changes we've wanted to implement for a long time. We'll provide full patch notes and details at release of the updates, but here's a few details of some of the improvements. Obviously, this has been long awaited. We've been waiting for them to come out with fixes. They are coming. They're just not here yet. And there's going to be hundreds of them. Do you think they'll let you on certain maps have more than 4 people? No, I don't think so. No, I think they're still doable. And I'll explain why in a minute. Well, I'll explain why in a bit. And it's not going to be very long from now that you're going to understand why. Yeah, Free Haven, think of the 16. Roarsome, think of the 9. So if we take a look, friends, there's a lot of good information to be had here. I think, like, I've obviously been really excited for Willow. There's a lot of stuff here that got me even more excited for what's to come. New keybinds for pressing 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the individual inventory slots for keyboard and mouse. We have been asking for this for ages. We have bugged them and bugged them and bugged them. But there's a few things here that we've bugged the living crap out of them about. Like, hey, so when we getting this? Hey, when we getting that? Hey, when we getting this? We should get that. Hey, what about that? And I think they're finally like, dude, we just need to give in and stop listening to them, bitch. So yeah, I think you'll still be able to scroll the way you normally do, but now we're gonna have different keybinds to get quickly to whatever we need. FOV adjustments for held items to increase item visibility. Right now, some of the items are super teeny or they just are in a really weird spot. Fixed. Eye adaption option for console players. I'm not a big eye adaption person, but I know people that love it. So it's going to be something as you console players, you just have to try and see if you like it or not. I know some people that love it. Moving the truck closer to map entrances on Prison and Brownstone. Now, this is something apparently that they either talked about or shown in the summit that I didn't get to see. But according to Mr. Tomothy, he was saying it's really nice. The fact of how much closer it is to the entrances for prison and high school, he says it's a lot better. Because right now, you know, it takes us 20 minutes to go from one side to the other. Restricted map variants for Point Hope, Brownstone High School, and prison. Probably, in my opinion, one of the bigger things that is coming from this that is going to make an impact for how you play the game. We all avoid, for the most part, high school, prison, Point Hope, because we know we're going to get a ghost that is at the furthest possible spot. Will less beefy PCs still be able to play like normal? I assume so, unless they state otherwise. Yeah, we'll see. Wasn't it right up on the entrance for prison years ago? I think it was. I know, actually, prison, I think it was even further, if I remember correctly. I don't, like, I believe it was even further away before, and then they moved it closer. Yeah, it was literally further back. Yeah. So, my understanding of this, and actually, hold on. I might actually have the info for this now. Hold, please. Let's see. Shop, no. The truck is closer to the door on prison and school. Okay. Restricted map variants. I do have information to be had. The school is now going to include 6 map variants. When you play high school restricted, you will be able to get one of 6 different versions. 2 top floor, 4 bottom floor. And if I understand it correctly from Mr. Tom, I believe he was saying that the gym is not included in any of them. So if it's 2 top floor, 4 bottom, you've got probably the hallway left, hallway right. Downstairs, you've got hallway left, hallway right. I don't know where the other 2 would be. But according to this, it says 2 top floor, 4 bottom floor, unless it's a oopsie and it's supposed to be 2 top, 2 below. Don't hold me to that. I'm not really sure. Maybe it does include the gym. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. The prison is going to have 2 variants. Main reception and staff areas, and then reception, library, security, cafeteria, and connecting hallways, not the entire hallway. Yeah. Point Hope is going to have a single variant, only 1 variant, which will be the bottom half of the map. So I guess on Point Hope, it's probably like bathroom and below or something. Or maybe it doesn't even go to the bathroom. I mean, it would have to. You'd have like 3 rooms if it didn't. You've got the main floor, you've got the kitchen, the wine room, the game room, and the bathroom would be my guess. And then you have either the bottom, if it's restricted, that's what you have. You just don't have the top at all. So the ghost will always be in the bathroom? No, the ghost won't always be in the bathroom. The stuff behind the gym? Maybe that's a separate one on its own. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I wonder if they'll change the cursed items then. I would guess no, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. I can no longer troll folks by asking for prison or high school. I mean, you can as long as they're not doing restricted. Now, again, I do have more information that we will go over. I'll do that later, but I wanted to discuss this point right here because I know that was going to be a question. Why, like, if it's restricted, what is it going to do? So I wanted to answer that now. VR improvements, equipment usability changes, belt improvements, character movement, and more. I don't even know that many VR players. The legacy badge screen will be available in the customization shop to allow you to customize it whenever you want to. So if you are an OG and you played before they added the prestige system, you have a legacy badge and you're going to actually be able to go and customize that legacy badge. I imagine up to the point of what your highest level was before the update. I mean, before the prestige stuff was added. So now you won't be stuck. Before it was a one-time thing and now it's going to be fixed or changed. Yeah. Is there any word of a rework of prison or high school at all? There's no mention of it. And if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably a long way away if they're talking about adding restricted versions. Unless adding restricted versions is easier than they expected and they're like, well, we could add this in there for playability for people. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is when it comes to the larger maps like that. I don't know. Point Hope is a new map, right? So Point Hope, that's not going to go anywhere. That's there to stay. The collected bone will show in the journal. This has been asked for ever since collecting the bone was a thing. Asked for even more whenever the bone was required for perfect games. Why the hell can't I mark in the journal that I found the bone? If somebody else picks up the bone and I don't know about it and they forget about it, we are hoping that they got it. Thank goodness. Love it. Fantastic change. But that's my guess is that that's only going to be like the collected bone will show in the journal for now. And then later down the road, there's something different that's going to be happening that's going to remove the bone entirely. We'll get to that later. I like the option below even more. You're going to be able to choose what ghost type you want to go up against in custom difficulties. If you are itching to get a Pulte Bomb because you never have had one before, if you have customs unlocked, you're going to be able to go pick a Pulte and play over and over and over again until you get it. Now, I also want you to think of this, and I imagine that it's probably going to be allowed. Imagine you're allowed to choose a demon and you can get the demon achievement. The Demon Slate achievement by just playing with the demon over and over and over again. Going into the map, 60 seconds are up, leave, go back. You know you have a demon. You just needed to want to kill you within 60 seconds. That's it. I mean, it's going to happen pretty fast, I imagine. Yeah. Finally, a way to try for that achievement that is not just hoping for a demon. Yeah. Testing will get a bit easier. Oh, Chinggis. Yeah, Chinggis doesn't even have that achievement yet. You know how many hours that man has in this game? If you want to practice against a known ghost to get used to the abilities. Yep. To try new ghosts. So if we get another new ghost or like the new ones that we just got, if you want to try them out and try to figure out different things about them that you've never seen before, now you can. This is another one that we've been asking for a long time. There's a lot of stuff here that's like, we've talked about this for a long time. And they're like, listen, we're finally not just sticking to our rule book here. We're going outside of that to give people really what they want. Yeah. Yeah. No, I have no idea what the 2027 map is going to be. No clue. Training, teaching sessions. I like it can also help train for reduced evidence. Oh yeah. If you don't feel comfortable with a certain ghost, you pick that ghost and then you can go play over and over again. Freaking awesome. It's not going to be a carnival, dude. I don't think so. If it is, then you know what? Then I'm happily wrong because I want it to be one. I don't think so. If it is, that's going to be so cool. But we'll see. A fast version of each ghost. Wait, what? Do you think that the ghost type custom can be used for APOC? No. I have a feeling that the custom difficulty, or picking the ghost for the custom difficulty, rewards you nothing. 0. There's no way you're going to be able to actually get rewards from that. No way. No money, no XP. No way. Funeral home, that'd be sick. All right, what else do we got? The zoom feature in the customization shop will now zoom in the selected area. Slide 1 below. So, if we check slide 1, this was what we wanted from the second that they introduced the custom players, the player character update. Now, when you go to customize your character, when you're choosing certain things, it zooms in on that thing you're trying to customize. Remember, I talked about that. I was like, well, I don't understand why it doesn't. My guess, again, I think it was just a rushed update. And now they're like, look, we're going to fix it, but now we're going to expedite that process. They did add a Ferris wheel for Coffee World, but the reason for that was because of the Alan Wake update. Because in Alan Wake, Coffee World was literally an amusement park. So I don't know if they were like, hey, you know what? We'll save this idea for a carnival later. That'd be awesome. Yeah. For sure. Salarina, thank you for the 7 months. Wicked, thank you for the raid, dude. How was your stream? Movie theater be cool. Yeah. So that's awesome. Fantastic change. Let's see. Ability to raise the watch while carrying equipment. So now you're going to have a custom keybind that allows you to pull up that watch anytime you want to. Yep. Look how easy that was. Little boop, little boop, and there it is. Whether you're holding a flashlight or not, you'll be able to pull that up. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. Can I pause this? No, it's a GIF. I can't. Why does the side of the flashlight look like that? You see this? I'm gonna get like motion sick staring at that. Weird. It looked like it almost looked like a goddamn USB on the side of that thing. That's weird. Interesting. I don't know if I remember ever seeing that. Charging? Maybe it just, I don't ever look at the side of the flashlight like that, so I never see it. I don't know. Oh, what else do we have? Improvements to character animate. I got it. Improvements to character animations, leg movements. Let's slide 3 below. Appearance changes when dead. I don't know why they did that in the middle there. I had a stroke. I don't know what just happened. I couldn't get it out. Improvements to character animations, leg movements, slide 3. So we go to this one. Another one we'll just look at for a second, but so I guess they improved the way that the legs move so it doesn't look like your leg is getting stuck behind you. Yeah, I don't know. Surely. Again, I'm not going to look at those too long because I don't want anyone to like get sick. Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
That moron should not be making big life decisions right now.
Don't use the full thing, Tika. Listen now. Okay. Go to this one. There we go. Damn, dude. Let's see. Equipment switching animation speed increases, including making opening and closing the journal almost instant. So if we go to the 4th one, this is what it looks like now when you go to pull the journal up. You can see the lighting change because they got that damn lighting stuff. I don't like that. But yeah, instant. I still do wish that the journal was a little bit closer than what they're showing us. I do wish that it was still a little bit closer. But booking doc is going to be way faster. Oh man, I'm going to be able to just do it, pow, without him even knowing it. All right, what else do we got? Improvements to photo detection, as well as showing an indicator for what you're taking a photo of, similar to the video camera. So now you're actually going to get a little thing to pop up on the photo camera to tell you when you have something you can take a photo of. It's pretty cool. It's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. You mean you don't read books at full arm's length? I feel like I should try. I don't have a book near me, but just do one of these and see how well that goes. But I also don't do it like there either. Yeah. Oh, it's going to help so much. Oh my God. When the ghost shows up as a shadow, that's such a good point. Liana. When the ghost shows up as a shadow, you can turn and actually see it pop up like, hey, take a damn photo. When you forget your readers. Why was this not a feature from the start? I mean, I guess I understand why not. The idea of it showing up in the video camera, sure, but the photo camera, I could see why they didn't, but it's going to be helpful. It's going to be nice. Can be a bone detector. You walk into a room with a photo camera and it'll tell you bone. I don't know what the distance is. I'm sure we'll see what that's like. Tom did mention that though, that like, look at the distance you're here to this. That probably should not happen. That's too far away. Too far away. But very cool change. I dig. Equipment can be instantly used, allowing the animation to be skipped. Look how fast they're turning on and off the EMF and the flashlight. Look at the hand. You see the little hand right here turning on and off the flashlight? And the little thumb right there for the EMF reader. That's good. Yeah. So there's hundreds of fixes, dude. Hundreds of fixes. It sucks that it's stuff that we... Excuse me. It sucks that we had to wait for it, but it is what it is. It's coming. So thank God. Thank God. All right, that's all those, right? Okay, we can move on to the next part. Yeah. How we feeling? How we imagine the salt without the animation? I'm really curious to see how fast it is now. Yeah. I can appreciate them putting care into the game. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Hi, Shron. Now your twitchy trigger finger can send Morse code again. Yes.
Whoa, no touchy.
Oh, the camera thing is great. That's a great adjustment. I love the idea of the player character like customization being fixed so you can actually get a better look at your character. Yeah. You have mosquito buzzing in your ear. What the hell you want me to do about that? Salt animation's bane of your existence. It's just, it's weird. I don't like it. It's weird. You missed the Polaroid animation. Well, hopefully that's what, hey, it could be one of the hundreds of fixes. We don't know for sure yet. Hard to say. Steph, thank you for the 31 months, friend. Thank you so much. All right. These two quality of life updates will address most of the issues players are encountering and aim for them to drastically improve the state of Phasmophobia. Other planned updates, such as our move to Unity 6 later in the year, will further improve the stability and performance of the game. Yeah. Murphy, you listen here, bucko. I swear to God. It all sounds great. I agree. Yeah. You have someone on YouTube who's freaking out right now, Murphy. Now it's in stereo. I wonder how the camera identification thing will work when you have multiple things in a shot. So I don't know if I have that information readily available, but I can tell you what I heard from Tom, because I was watching Tom stream earlier today when he was going through all of this stuff. My understanding of this and how this is going to work is it's actually getting improved, where we have, I'm going to snooze them for now. It's getting improved where if you have multiple things inside of a shot, right? Multiple things that can be taken a photo of, it's going to prioritize based on what you've already taken a photo of and what is the rarer interaction or thing. So if you have a haunted mirror, but a ghost is in front of it, it's going to get the ghost, right? If you have a bone in front of you, but the ghost is behind the bone, it's going to take the ghost first because it is the pricier photo. If you already have a picture of the ghost, it will ignore it and then it will go for the bone. That's my understanding of how that's going to work. So priority will be back. If I understood that correctly, which, let's go. Duping pictures will be harder because it's going to prioritize the other things. Now, if you take a picture of the same thing twice, but that's the only thing that can be taken a photo of, yeah, you're going to duplicate and you're going to have to delete it. Fewer instances of ghost photos becoming disturbed salt. I love it. Yep. Well, wait, no, you can't take a picture of disturbed salt. You fishy bots? Are they fixing the hand when looking down for photos and videos? I can imagine they are. I'm sure that they're going through it with a fine tooth comb at this point, dude. I imagine so. All right. Before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and run ads, guys. I do. Look, I do 3 minutes every hour. I'm going to pause. We're not going to continue forward until the ads are done. So if you're not subbed, if you don't have turbo, don't stress it. We're not going anywhere without you. I don't want to finish the update. If I have time today and I feel like my head can handle it,
it's Wiener
I
Wednesday.
still have to do the weekly. So we might do that too.
It's
We will
Wiener
see.
Wednesday.
It is not Wiener Wednesday. All right. Here come the ads. 3 minutes. I swear to God. Nobody said anything about Wiener Wednesday. But yeah, let's talk. Now, how many more EMF freezing temp photos are just going to be my knee? Your knee? Wait, what? I'm very curious about like multiplayer. It's getting warm. I might have to take off my pants. That's not what that sounds like. It's exactly not what that sounds like. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean? God damn it. See what you did, Break. It's all your fault. Don't you wow me. Taking so many photos next to a burnt cross or something else and it counts as a burnt cross photo. Yeah. Yep. Stripping in Wiener Wednesday. Hey. But what if it was Wiener? It's not. I'm not putting on the Wiener Dog costume. No. They said streamers don't wear pants. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe just a me thing. I crouch down and take photos and it's always just character's knee. I don't know if I ever feel like I take a photo and it's my knee. I'm curious if they're.
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
I'm curious if they're going to get to the point where they can sync up multiplayer so that you see the exact same photo that somebody else takes. I'm curious about that. Sharon. Truth be told, most of chat ain't wearing pants. That's fair. That's fair. I've taken pictures of my shoes too many times. Oh. You keep them on? Roger that. Mr. Incredible, thank you for the 13 months. Kind of love the desync. I don't when it's a big picture and nothing. Don't you yes me with Eric's kissy face? Tell Doc not to touch the piano. Roger that. I'll let him know. I tried to warn him. We all saw it. By the way, side note with that, there's a reason for any of my content creator friends out there. I will always tell you that you should not be posting in one place. You should be cross-posting to many places. There's a reason for that. Because you do not know how it's going to perform in one place over another. Right? Like, I posted that clip of me trying to warn Doc not to touch the piano, right? It got like 11K views on TikTok, which, okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's fine. I posted the exact same clip, literally the same text, quite literally the same everything to Instagram, over 120,000 views. I changed zero about it. Nothing. It's the exact same thing. Facebook, same thing. Over 5 or 6,000 likes, or thumbs and all the jazz. Like, just post it everywhere, dude. Post it everywhere. Steam Bun, thank you for the 7 months. Were we supposed to wear pants? No, it's never a requirement. No. You showed it to your partner. I appreciate you. TikTok can be really dumb. It certainly can. Why do you think I don't stream there as much? I really don't. Age groups? It's because the people on Facebook are older like me and they're like piano. Anyway, where were we? Classically hilarious Doc moment. People are telling me we need to get Doc involved with that like Jumanji game. Why, hello. Dill Pickler. Oh my God. All depends on what platforms people want to use. Yeah. And that's why A, I try to stream in many places at once, but B, I post in many places because I have people here that like Twitch that hate other things. I have people on YouTube that don't like to go other places. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'll cross post. I'll just put it everywhere. Send you the mini hairs for vlog. Mayor, why? There's no need for that. No, that's okay. He played a few weeks ago. That son of a bitch. I probably wasn't around. Post to all the places. Yeah. Amen. All right, let's get back to it. Thank you for waiting for the ads, friends. I didn't move through anything else until you guys got back. I wanted to be sure. I wanted to be sure. Okay. That is being weird today. I don't know why. Jerk, they give it 11 months, dude. The screaming as he was running past. Oh man, I'm telling you, like when you're creating clips or if you're editing a clip that you're going to post, it's not a bad idea to take a second and think what could possibly give it just that little bit of extra. I could have very easily just left my screen wide and had Doc running past the window, but zooming in, upping the gamma a little bit so you can see it better and having it go across as he's running and then the ghost is following him. Fucking Scooby-Doo gold. Love it. Love it. All right. Let us continue. These two quality of life updates will address most of the issues players are encountering and aim for them to drastically improve the state of Phasmophobia. Other planned updates, such as the move to Unity 6 later in the year, will further improve the stability and performance of the game. We've been through that. So, Phasmophobia 1.0 launches 2027. Let's read through this real quick. Okay. There's some good info that is to be had underneath this. Okay. If you haven't seen this yet, if you want to see it yourself, it's pinned, by the way. Also, I don't know what's going on. I feel like my headache is going away a little bit, and I don't know why, because I figured me talking more would make it worse. So we're just going to keep rolling because it's weird. Okay, that's fine. Can't tell how many times I shared that Mimic song clip. Oh my God. Leona's so funny. Anytime I ever see Leona or talk to Leona, they immediately bring up the clip of me asking the ghost, the Christmas ghost, if it was there. Less headache means more soda. You shut up. When it spawned behind me and I said, "Are you here?" and it said no, she every time. Let's see. Earlier this year, we committed to launching Phasmophobia 1.0 at the end of 2026. Now, following a review of our plans and internal processes, we're making the decision to move the release of 1.0 to the second half of 2027. The game will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 at the same time too. So obviously this is sad news that it is moving to the second half of 2027. But like I said earlier, as long as they are fixing the game, as long as they are continuing to push content for the game, I'm not that stressed about it being 1.0. The horror update, the horror 2.0 is basically this. Like horror 2.0, it was included with Phasmophobia going full release 1.0. I agree, Logan. It's 1,000% for the better. It's going to be the best decision. It sucks we have to wait longer. It sucks it had to be delayed. Yes, but shit happens. It is what it is. Yes, I know that part of it was their own doing because of the update that they did with the player character, but
nice.
But we might not be getting all these cool extra things if they hadn't screwed up in the first place. And that's not an excuse for what they did in any way, shape, or form. But I'm just glad to see motion. Now, I say we're glad to see motion. This is all just hearsay at this point. Once we see it happen, the update for July 21st is going to say a lot. That's going to say a lot. If that goes well, I think they're going to gain back a lot of trust. And I think a lot of people are going to start being like, okay, we can come back to the game. I'm feeling better about it. If they flop the July 21st update, then it is what it is. I believe in it. I believe after seeing this today and all the information I have, I believe that they're going to bring it back. Yeah, I think so. Hey, Pixel, how are you, friend? They're actually listening when they talk about transparency. Hopefully they follow through. Right. Exactly. Mr. Biggs, thank you for the 10 months. Jerk, thank you again for the 11. Mark, thank you for the biddies, dude. Going in with low expectations until you see changes. Right. Right. You go in with low, so that way whenever they deliver, you're like, holy shit, this is awesome. That's probably the best way to do it. All right. Let me not go too far there. We know this will come as a disappointment to many, but this is the right decision to ensure we deliver the 1.0 version of Phasmophobia that's true to our vision, high quality standards, and provides the experience for players that we've always wanted to achieve. We're not going to stay quiet though. Beginning in 2027, we'll be bringing with us during development through regular streams and other means. Bringing you with us. I'm going to read that again. Beginning in 2027, we'll be bringing you with us during development through regular streams and other means, showcasing our work, sharing some of the secrets of Phasmophobia 1.0, and much more. While we won't spoil all the surprises, we want to be as visible as possible for you, hopefully rebuilding the trust that we've understandably lost this year. That said, let's not wait until the new year to share something. Below is our first look at the improved model for Patient 07. A fan favorite who, along with all of our ghost models, is getting a much needed glow up in 1.0. That's the new Pam. This is the new Patient 07. Now, this is obviously a work in progress. This is not a final form. But this is just, hey, this is what she's starting to look like. Yeah. Why is the ghost hot? Okay, relax. Stop gooning over the new ghost.
Wow.
What the hell's wrong with y'all? Wow, indeed. Pam, your straitjacket came undone again. Hey, she's cute. I want to see, like, I think it'll be, man, I don't know if this is their intention for her to look like this, but then, like, I want her to event and look absolutely horrifying. You know what I mean? Absolutely terrifying. Go from that to this to that would be super cool. Oh, we will see. Now, there was a video that was shown that I was not able to see that I'm still kind of pushing Tom on the development end to show me because I wasn't there for the summit to see this video. But Tom did a really good job explaining a video that they got to watch of this ghost model eventing on a player for like a 1.0 preview almost. And from what he said one of the events had her, she was smashing her head onto the wall, making this huge thud that made you go investigate. And then she can also crawl on the ceiling or the walls. That's what I was told. That's what I heard. I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm just reiterating kind of what I heard. Maybe don't take that don't take that to heart. But apparently Dave said it was terrifying. Yeah, Tom said the same thing. He said it was one of the best, is probably the best Phasmo footage he's ever seen. Yeah. Or most terrifying. I can't remember his exact words. Crawling on what? The ceiling. Yeah, there was a bug way back in the day. A streamer I used to watch who played Phas, like when the game first started, he had a bug where Patient 07 was on the ceiling. Now, it was not supposed to happen. She was there, but man, I remember the clip still exists. I have it somewhere. But the idea of that, you know what? Hold on. Oh, I never did the thing. Oh well, better late than never. Hold on. I think I have this clip. I think I have it. Give me a second. What did I do with it? Oh, I think it's here. Yep, found it. Found it. This might be hard to see, but we're gonna try to see. So this was a clip, dude. So Angry Pug, I remember when I was first getting into Phas, watching him because I loved his reactions and they were so funny. But this is him playing on the old Bleasdale, right? And I'm going to try to point out to you where she is when it happens. And this was the original Patient 07 before she was Patient 07. Oh! Oh, I'm crawling on the ceiling! Oh! Oh, dude, I've got like goosebumps everywhere. Oh! Where is she? I don't even remember where she is.
Where it is!
Dude, look at this again. Look at her.
Oh! Oh, I'm crawling on the ceiling!
Dude. Oh my God. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, his reaction is gold, dude. Oh, this is Grafton. I said Bleasdale. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry. Grafton. The couch is like this. It's not. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. The old Grafton. I don't know why I said Bleasdale. I guess I was just hopeful. Yeah. You liar. Listen, dude. But he was so fun to watch. I loved watching his videos. They were so fun. All right. I don't remember ever seeing that. I just remember seeing him see that. Yeah. How did I ever miss? Dude, he played a lot. I loved watching those streams. Liar face. Hey, listen here, bucko. I'm not perfect. It'd be enough to show him out. Yeah. So imagine the new ghost model actually being able to do that purposefully. Can't wait to see it. All of our ghost models will be given a new lease of life with the visual upgrade, but will also be providing their own unique experiences for players. Interesting. What that entails exactly is something we'll go into more detail with down the line, but we look forward to sharing with you. We look forward to sharing that with you when we're ready to. So, something we've known for quite a long time is that all the ghost models are going to be getting revamps, reworks, or made brand new. We're going to be getting all brand new ghost models. This is just a few of them. So we have Patient 07. We have the child, which we can only assume is related to like the Nancy stuff and all that jazz, right? This ghost that looks like it drowned. I want to see like a juggernaut. You know what I mean? I want to see like a juggernaut ghost. And I'm thinking about like 13 ghosts, and I'm thinking about those ghost models. A juggernaut would be so cool. Yeah. Are we actually getting scared? Oh, I can only hope so, dude. Can't wait to see the revamped grandma. I wonder if that's the new BJM. Oh my God. Can you imagine? No, like this guy looks like he's wearing a suit. You can almost, like, it's faded. I'm fairly certain if I were to bring up the brightness on this, I'm fairly certain there's a suit and tie, and then she's wearing like a dress, I think. The nerd. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine a juggernaut rev. Holy hell. Super cool though. Can't wait to see it. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Another aspect of 1.0 we want to reveal today is the introduction of conduits. Replacing the bone as a collectible during each contract, these are unique items paired with a particular ghost model, not paired with a ghost. So it's not for like a phantom or for a banshee or for a Dayan, whatever. It is for a particular ghost model. So I'm assuming, and we'll go into it. A conduit is an item that ties a ghost to our world, preventing them from moving on. These items will provide new lore to the ghost and the overall world of Phasmophobia. Perhaps you can piece together some tidbits already. These are those conduits. We've got a burning letter, a locket, whatever this is supposed to be, which, by the way, if we can tell, the ghost model wise, right? Ghost model wise, look at this one over here first. You have numbers on them, right? And you have a doctor at the end. This is totally related to Patient 07. This one, Nancy and Mabel. And then I can't read her name, but she has an actual name on there as a patient. Yeah. Another patient thing right here. I don't know if these are supposed to be tied together or what. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it says Monica. Maybe? I don't know. I don't see Monica there. Looks like a paper doll chain. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that says Mabel. We're talking about this. I'm talking about this. This like hospital, like whatever thing around their wrist. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We have a watch here, and the watch looks beat to crap, or maybe the glass is just broken in. It's hard to say. It just looks really rough. And then you've got this like portable light bulb that's been broken. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to see. We need a VR player. Yeah, you've got Nancy, Mabel, and then maybe that might say Nancy on it. Maybe. I don't know. But these are those conduits that they are referencing. Did I zoom out right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Your youngest daughter's name is Mabel? Oh no. You should probably run. Looks like a hanging light ripped out of the ceiling. It does look like that. It looks like a work light almost, right? Because you can see the cable that's been cut. It does look like that. Now, I don't know what you use them for. I don't know if it's helpful, because like if it's replacing the bone, then is there something we can do with the conduit to protect us, or does it do something to the ghost? I don't know. I don't know. You zoomed in on it as Nancy? Okay. Maybe the light bulb was the tall woman whose hair is shocked. No, I don't think her hair was shocked. She looked like she drowned. My guess would be this is hers. That's my guess. Maybe tall guy gets the light bulb. I don't know. It's so hard to say. We don't know how many ghost models they're going to have. This is just the lineup for the first set of models. I don't know. It looks like you have, it's so hard to say. I don't know. We'll have to wait for them to come out and say more about it. Tall guy is burning. Oh, I could see that. Dude looks like this and looks all rough because he was on fire. Ooh, I could see that. Yeah. Take the items so they can also leave. Oh yeah, that's right. So they can go to the other side. Looks like this just looks like a business guy that just caught the wrong end of it. Might be a new Bacon Man. Yeah. I'm sure these have meaning, and I'm sure we can figure it all out. There might be people that have a better knowledge with that kind of stuff than we do, or maybe someone here has better knowledge with that. So hard to say. Let's continue. Rest of the year. We focused on some of this year's major updates for Phasmophobia, but as you can see, the roadmap features more than just these. Following on from our 2 quality of life updates, we'll be making the jump up to Unity 6 in October. Unity 6 update will provide some crucial stability updates as well as a brand new lighting system for Phasmophobia. We'll also be implementing further accessibility options such as preferences for colorblind players, as well as further quality of life improvements and bug fixes. We'll dive deeper into these changes in a development preview later this year, so please do keep an eye out for that. So whenever they switch over to Unity 6, it's going to give them better performance, better lighting, more accessibility options, and more. Yeah. Our second player character update will arrive in November, bringing with it brand new customization options and cosmetics, an improved shop UI, as well as new animations and graphical improvements for our character models in game, giving each character much more life and personality than is currently available. So November, not forever away, but still got some distance. Demon, thank you for the 12-month Prime, dude. Thank you so much. Tyler, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you all for the biddies. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in if you're new here. Great to have you. I'm hoping one of the accessibility options will be for like a visual cue for sound direction. Would be good for people like myself who are half deaf. I wonder if that's something they're thinking about. Yeah. GTA 6 is out in November. Let's go. Audrey, thank you for the 17 months. Did I hear it's going to be like $100? Nancy is Pam's child, born in the psych ward. Oh, you hush. You hush. Will we actually be able to select hair color? If they listened to the community enough and added the customization, I assume so. Yeah. Standard is $80. Oh, it's still so expensive. Remember back in the day when it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Think about like $80 and $100 games. It's just nuts, man. Legend, thank you so much for the 37 months. Audrey, thank you for the 17. The patient bracelet, did you figure out the doctor's name? Oh, I didn't even look. No. I didn't zoom in. Love to have purple hair. And I can't zoom in any for, oh my God. Oh my God. Something Holland. Yeah, something Holland. I can't see the first name like this. I'm sure I could figure it out. Right zoom, I'm at the right zoom. Reed? It's not Tom Holland, God forbid. Yeah, this, I mean, that's doing literally what I was just doing. Yeah, that's doing what I was just doing. Can you go away? Can you go away? Thank you. Reed or Fred Holland? Interesting. Interesting. He looks like a light bulb? Yeah, it does. It's Spider-Man. Remember getting A64? Those games were like $80 and God, they were so expensive, but I love Mario 64 and Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't have Conker's Bad Fur Day. I do need to get that. Oh, Peachy, I'll take it into Photoshop and zoom in on all the stuff. Yeah. Charity, think of it the 10 months. Hatter, think of it the 38. Oh my God. Yeah, let's see here. Zoom in a little bit. It is really hard to make. That says Nancy. That says Nancy McKelvey? Nancy McKell something. Yeah, I don't know. Born in 1993 though. McKelly? Yeah, maybe it's another L. Yeah, it could be. I could see that. GoldenEye? I've got it on the shelf. Not in this room, in the other room. Yeah. It could be another L. It's hard to say. But yeah, so a little bit closer look at a couple of these. Just a little bit. This one's hard to see. You can obviously see it's a locket of some kind. But then you've got this guy. This one, which... J.F. Wade? Henry. I'm just seeing different names that are like... different names. It makes me think of Bleasdale. Question is, was she born February 2nd or March 3rd, 1993? Oh, great question. Yeah, I guess depends on where you live. Yeah, it makes me think of one of the letters from Bleasdale. Which maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe this looks just like one of the letters from Bleasdale. Bourbon? Missouri? Is that M.O.? Sugar Chef, thank you for the 16 months. Ghostfish, thank you for the 6, dude. More updates? Yeah, but a lot of really good stuff. Yeah, Bourbon, Missouri. I don't know, friends. Lots of stuff to look at. We'll deep dive another time. We'll like really deep dive. We're not gonna do that today. Mississippi is well, yeah, I know what it is. I'm just asking what the letters were. Yeah. It does mention fire, which is ironic considering its condition. That is true. Touche. Did I read this already? Improved UI, animations, graphical. I think I did. Yeah. Wonder if Nancy and Mabel were twins. Well, what if Mabel is not actually a person? There is something else inside of Nancy's room. Heard someone say it could be the doll. I might have heard the same thing. I don't know. It does move and it does talk. All right. Let's see. Giving each character much more life, personality currently available. Elsewhere, we'll see the return of Crimson. Elsewhere, we'll see the return of Crimson Eye and Winter's Jest without the leaderboards. as well as our third map rework of the year, 42 Edgefield Road. I can't wait to see what they do with that one. If they made Tangle look like some old lady's house and Willow looks like some cat-loving bachelor pad, very curious to see what they do with Edgefield. Finally, we're also planning one extra content update for the game later in 2026 that'll bring with it changes to our weekly challenges. I've only done the same ones like 500 times. New voice recognition features and more. We'll share details on all of our updates when the time is right. Can't wait to see what that's going to be. Let's see. Moving Phasmophobia 1.0 to 2027 allows us the time and resources to get it to the high standard that you all deserve and to rebuild the relationship between Kinetic Games and you, our community. While the news of delays is never a good thing, we do hope that the information we've shared with you today helps you understand our decision, which, in my opinion, it does. We're sorry for how Phasmophobia was left following our last update, and we understand your frustration. The player character update did not meet the standards we set for ourselves or the expectations you have for the game. Our next update is the first step in the new direction, and we look forward to sharing it with you on July 21st. Thank you, Ghost Hunters, for your time reading this blog, your passion and support for Phasmophobia, and so much more. And honestly, like, you guys, us collectively, are the reason that this is getting changed and getting fixed as well. You know, our voices are what help. Like, so if you ever think you're not making a difference, you are, because us telling them, hey, we don't like this. We don't like this. We enjoy things like this. We don't like this. This is good. This is bad. It's really, really helpful. So yes, we have to wait until July to get the update. I am super excited to see that update and to see how the game feels when we actually have that update in our hands, especially with it adding new Willow. I can't wait to play the new Willow. It looks great. It looks just like ours right now. It's just going to have a new fresh coat of paint. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's less than a month. Exactly. Yeah. Wonder if Nancy's Patient 07's daughter and that's why she was at grandma's house. Tangle. I don't know. What if it's all connected? Nancy's last name is Alexander. Hold on. Nancy's last name is Alexander. She's a character tied to the lore of 6 Tanglewood, where her name originally appeared above the crib. Developers later expanded her backstory, revealing that she was a babysitter. How do we know that the last name is Alexander? Have they fixed the dot hunt bug? You know, to be honest, I don't know. That's a great question. Moth, thank you for the 39 months, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here, man. What if Nancy's a time traveler? I don't know. I just Googled the lore. Oh, okay. So somebody posted a blog. Okay, you Googled the lore, but did you look at the resource and see where that came from? Wonder if the Nintendo Switch can be picked up and thrown into the van. How cool would that be if you could pick it up and actually use it? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, turn it on. It's an interactable kind of thing, not actually used. I think the only change is the basement looks like it has one side versus the left and the right. Yeah. But you know where you're going to get there, right? That's the biggest thing. I would swipe all the VHS players. Listen, I'm still pissed that Tanglewood doesn't have an actual working VHS player. It's said from the official Kinetic Games dev team. Right, but did you click? Like, I'm assuming that it was a Google AI that told you what it was, but the resource, the link, where did that take you? Is what I mean. I would swipe the NES. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, friends. There she is. I can go through the Willow footage one more time just to show peeps. We've gone through everything. We've gone through it all. Don't trust Google AI? No, Google AI. Don't trust Google AIs. Google AI, I mean, it's fine as long as you just check your sources or check what it's referencing. Look forward to an all difficulty at Willow before the update. It's gonna have to happen. And it's on my favorite map, which I'm not upset about at all. Let's go. Give me this guy. Let's bring this up again. Not googly eye. The source went to Twig's site. To Twig's site? What do you mean to Twig's site? Oh, you're right, Tom. Oh, shit. You're right. Before I even do that. Oh, you're right. I literally said I was going to do it, Tom, and I totally forgot. All right. Let me skim through this. Like Tom was saying, there might be some information here that I did not provide that we were provided in a slide form. Thank you, Mr. Tommy Tom. How are you doing, sir? Sometimes you got to break it to make the great fixes. Like I told Tom earlier, like Tom and I have been talking. We talk all the time, obviously, but a lot in the background about everything. Oh, to Twig's Instagram. Okay. But I mean, obviously we want to trust what Twig said, but where did Twig get that information? Yeah. Flash did not drink his soda because he started stream with a headache, and I didn't want to like try to amp it up. It's an IOU. Yeah. Been listening. I appreciate you, Tommy Tom. If you guys aren't following Mr. Tommy Tom, another Kinetic partner, another very educated Phasmo guy and great content creator who plays lots of stuff. Yeah. Tom is burning the early morning oil. I know. All right. Let's see what else we have here, friends, because we might have some more stuff here that I haven't provided you yet. Now, this is stuff that I can talk about, but I can't show. So it might have images that I can't provide. Yeah. Never heard of him? You sick mother. Just realized they need to drop the Nintendo paraphernalia or else they'll try to sue Kinetic. If it doesn't look like it enough, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be all right. Rumor has it Tom will look like a princess tomorrow. Oh, snap. Let's go. Ty, thank you for the 5 months. Chaos, thank you for the follow, dude. What's up, Woos? All right. Information I can provide. I'm gonna skim through this stuff and I'm gonna talk about it if I see it. Okay. I will let you know. So the location of Willow is in Palm Springs. Okay. The layout is identical, basically identical, right? The garage is now a gym. The boys' bedroom is an artist room. The basement has the new design and layout. There's a narrative puzzle, new looping and hiding spots, and this says new ghost type. I don't know if that means whenever they drop Willow, they're going to be dropping a new ghost. That's just what I read. I don't know. But July 21st. July 21st. We do have a single missing spot to make a nice clean journal of ghosts. Yeah, it would bring us to 30. Millsy, thank you for the gifted sub to Tommy Tom. Thank you, Millsy. How are you, friend? I hope so, because the ghost list is uneven. I know. It's bothering a lot of people. All right. Let's see what other information I have. Yeah. Pretty soon they'll need new evidence type. They can still add another ghost without adding new evidence. Hot and can't sleep. Oh my God. It's a ghost named Tom that only hunts American players on the first floor and European players on the ground floor. Oh no. Millsy is naughty. Have you seen Millsy's pictures? Have you seen what Millsy's mom makes? Oh my God. It's wild. Let's see. Instant use of the equipment, swapping inventory. Let's see. Removing of the standard animations. No more sketty legs. Let's see. Placing equipment during the use animation will now use it, such as lighting firelights. That's interesting. Can I be honest and say I didn't read all of this? And now I am. Placing equipment during the use animation will now use it. So that's a fix. 'Tis a fix. Because right now when you go to place it, it like stops doing it. But if you're like lighting the firelight and you place it, it will continue lighting the firelight. It won't blow it out. Nice. The watch changed. So it looks like control pad is going to have its own dedicated button now for raising the watch, while we'll have a key bind as well for it. The gray sanity section of the watch is now darker to increase sanity visibility. So now when you're looking at the watch and trying to check your sanity, it'll be a little bit easier to understand it. With the key binds, 1 will always be your flashlight. 4 is always the igniter. Can only go to this slot if there's an igniter there. Good to know. Let's see. Character models. Update to the dead body to make it look dead. I'm curious what that means. Fix issues with the character eyes. The face will change to a dead facial animation. Maybe we can get Tom to show us what that might look like. Body skin will change to look dead. So the body will literally lose, I guess, saturation and make it look dead. I like that. That's cool. The player voice chat will cut out as soon as the neck is snapped. Now we're talking. That was one of the griefs I had. Because when the player's neck is snapped, you can still hear the player talking. It's until their body falls. So as soon as the neck is snapped, voice cuts out. Yes. Hell yeah. All right. Customization shop. Okay. Timed customization options will be hidden if they can never be unlocked again. That's probably smart because then you don't have a list of 1,500 things that you can just never get. So that's nice. FOMO will be less, in other words. Let's see. We talked about the photo camera, the Sunny Meadows Burning Crucifix egg. The Easter egg is now photographable. Ooh. That's cool. EMF 5 is a unique photo. So I'm guessing you'll be able to get EMF photo, and then if you get EMF 5, another photo. I'm not against new media. Hell yeah. The Obake shapeshift video now counts as a ghost video for the objective. Telling you, I know we've got to wait for it. I understand that sucks, but it's like it's November and you know Christmas is coming, you know? Yeah. Tutorial change. Players now have to record ghost orbs. Sucks to be you. No, I'm kidding. Ghost type chances. New ghost types will have increased chances for a duration after they are added. I feel like what I'm reading is literally a list of my complaints being fixed. Like, or the things that I had grief with like, man, I loved when they did that. That was so great. I loved that we did this. Oh, this is a problem. It's literally just getting fixed in a list. If you've been here before, you've heard me bitch, or you've heard me talk about different things. And this is a lot of that. So now when you get, so now when you record the Obake shapeshift, it will be a ghost video and the objective will be good. Now we're talking. They're spying your stream. I hope they are. I hope that they are. At least a lot is getting fixed. Hell yeah. After all these months and a year, they're fixing everything. I know. I'm glad for it, man. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, so the ghost type, new ghost types will have increased chances for a duration after they are added. So when they add a new ghost, what they used to do, at least for a small spell of a time, which might have been when they did Mimic, I don't remember, but you had a higher chance, almost like twice as much, to get the new ghost. So you could actually like play with the new ghost and try to figure it out. And we were expecting that, I guess, with the Cormos and everything, but that never happened. So it looks like it's going to happen in the future again. Again, they listen to us, bitch. Custom difficulty changes. You can now select a ghost type. This would force a 0 multiplier, but it would allow you to test for the ghost type. So if you're not worried about making money, you're just worried about trying to get, you're just worried about trying to test a ghost to figure it out. There you go. All right, what else do we got? Apocalypse challenge. A photo of the ghost requirement has been changed to capture proof of a ghost with any sound recording, video, or photo. Right now, when you do the apocalypse, you have to get a photo of the ghost. Apocalypse will now be easier because it doesn't have to be a photo. It can be a video or a sound, which is going to make it so much easier because, I mean, I'm sure that I'm with everybody else with how many missed photos we've had trying to get the ghost photo during APOC challenges. So a video of the ghost will now count. You just need proof of a ghost. So I'm assuming that means if you get evented on and you get a video of the ghost, you're good. You're solid. Oh, let's see. Photo evidence. We talked about this earlier. Uniques will now always take priority over duplicates. Higher value uniques will take priority over other uniques. less chance of duplicates, higher chance of getting the higher money photos, as long as there's multiple things that are there. Super nice. Sunny Meadows side doors will now only lock if at least one player is on that side with the ghost. So if I'm reading that correctly, that says to me, if you're in a wing and it starts hunting and it doesn't lock, the ghost is not near in that wing. Now, obviously you're taking a hell of a chance trying to do that, but that also means you're not getting locked into a side that doesn't have a ghost in it. That was something we talked about when Sunny Meadows first released. Literally when the map came out, we said, I don't understand why we're getting locked into a side if the ghost isn't even there. Because if it hunts early, you're screwed. You're stuck. Okay. Heavy rain sound is being reduced for the exterior and windows. Thank God. All items found, such as keys and the bone, will now be listed together in the journal. Cool. Text changes, adding better description. Paranormal audio will now have unique instead of okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Console players can now disable eye adaptation in the settings. Super cool. What else do we have? This is all quality of life stuff, by the way. Like, it's part of the quality of life update. Map changes. The truck is now closer to the door on prison and school. Sweet. Main lobby. This is not something we've talked about yet. The room under the games area is to be turned into an office or a meeting room, and the warehouse is getting a facelift to make it feel more lived in. I don't know if that is with the July quality of life or if that is with the August, but that means that we're finally going to be able to go into that room. Now, I don't know what's going to be in that room. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but we're going to be in there. I think Pam might be getting the boot. Yeah. Or maybe they'll put her outside somewhere. I don't know. Like a window looking in, like a sad dog. Question: what is eye adaptation? Eye adaptation is whenever the lighting automatically adjusts based on what you're looking at. So that way, if you're in a dark area, it makes it brighter. If you're in a bright area, it makes it a little bit darker to even out the light. I don't normally play with it on. I like my lighting to stay even and not adjust like that. It's supposed to mimic what happens like if you walk out into daylight with your eyes. Like, it's super bright, but then your eyes adjust. That's the point. No more freelancing, Pam. Damn, I'm sad. We'll see, I guess. Restricted map variants. We talked about that. That is the high school and the prison getting their own restricteds, which is going to be super cool. Way more people are going to be playing those for sure. Way more people. Let's see. No more collaborations until Phasmophobia 1.0. So that way, I guess, so they can focus on all this stuff, because there's a lot. Literally over 150 changes or fixes. Over 150 fixes. Yeah. Let's see. Anything fancy over here? Let's see. New lighting system with Unity 6. We know there's going to be things like the colorblind options, things like that. Quality of life changes. Player visual updates. We talked about that. All right. Content update that is to be released at some point that we don't know about yet. I'm curious how they're going to do the point hope restricted. I'm thinking it's going to be cut in half. Probably like the bathroom and below or something like that. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be the bottom half. Just not exactly sure. Yeah. Ghost reaction to voice recognition phrases. Questions such as move this door and give us a sign will have a small chance to force ghost interactions, events, evidence, etc. So in the past, the way that we've understood it, and I don't think we've ever been given a clear answer on it, was whenever you say something to the ghost, there's a chance you're upping the chances for interactions. While in the past, literally you could make the ghost do things by saying certain things. I think like you could make the ghost show up by saying show us, which I don't think was ever intended to be a thing, but it was a thing. So like a lot of people used it thinking like it was intentional. So it looks like in the future, whenever this content update's coming out, which I think the content update they said was happening this year at some point, by asking it to do specific things, there is a small chance it will literally do that thing. So you'll be talking to the ghost more, asking it to give us a sign, move this door, show yourself, whatever it may be. Yeah. Text voice players will have a list to choose from, so that'll be cool. We can actually see a big list to see what that's going to be. Phrases to be listed in the journal to avoid reliance on the wiki. Nice. I missed the old Ouija board questions that they removed. What Ouija board questions did they remove? Flash's paid actor is more likely now. Let's go. You heard say, hey, can you go away? Yeah. Weekly challenge improvements. Weekly challenges are currently only custom difficulties with forced equipment, aiming to have unique main objectives that force players to learn mechanics. Get a video recording of an Obake shapeshift. Get the entire team killed by a demon within the first minute. That's what I want. I want unique things. What I really want is I want them to take challenges that people have made through the community and turn them into weekly challenges. I've stated that before. Taking like a lights out challenge, not a lights out, taking like a locked in challenge and turning it into a weekly. Rather than you spawning in the truck, you literally spawn inside the map and you can't leave until you pick the ghost and lock it in, and then you can leave. Like that kind of stuff would be super freaking cool. Yeah. Battle Royale, get out of here. The not challenge, I'm down. To do this, we'll force the ghost types in ghost rooms. We'll also potentially add fun modifiers such as small players, ghosts, and equipment, bouncy equipment, etc. Oh my god. Odd job, rockets only. Let's go. Should add a chance of a cursed hunt if you play the piano. That'd be cool. I like that. Don't touch the piano. You know what's gonna happen. All right. Phasmophobia released in the second half of 2027. We know about the high quality Switch. Okay. There's going to be a new map releasing in 2020. So the new map is going to be releasing in 2027 before 1.0. We just don't know when. There's going to be another map rework releasing in 2027 before 1.0. We can only assume that's Ridgeview, because if Willow is being reworked for July and Edgefield is going to be in December, then Ridgeview would be up next, I imagine. Seasonal events and further content updates in 2027 as well. Let's see. You're marked for death. That's right. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome in. If we had a chance to be small, does that mean that we can hide inside a cabinet? I don't know. I'm curious too. Let's see. Reimagined horror design. Complete overhaul of ghost events, interactions, and hunts. New horror mechanics. This is for Phasmophobia 1.0. Sound design overhaul, AAA quality sound, and WY's integration. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that means something important. Let's see. Ghost redesign, new models, sounds, animations, narrative updates, official lore that ties into the movie, and puzzles for players to solve. I love the idea of solving puzzles. I'm down for that. And lore that ties into the movie, I'm very curious to see, because we have yet to hear any more about the movie. So that'll be cool. Yeah, these are just key highlights, so there's going to be a lot more. They talk about the ghost lineup. I'm literally going through like a spreadsheet, basically, or like a PowerPoint of extra information that we were given. I watched the YouTube VOD of Doc touching the piano at Willow. Rule number 1, if Flash tells you not to touch the piano, don't touch the piano. Look, I tried to warn him. Yeah. We could play as Norm. If we're as small as Norm, let's go. Let's go. Ghost redesigns. We know Ghost of the Heart of Phasmophobia, the scariest thing that you'll see. Let's go. Adding more visual variety. Okay. Each game should have different types of scares. Yes, please. Theming ghosts in their events, which makes what makes sense. Ghosts should move and act in line with their theme. So each ghost is going to move differently depending on the ghost. So I guess what we think is the guy that's on fire, and yeah, interesting. Okay. Very interesting. That one was good. Love the timing on all of it. Oh man. I get very lucky with the timing. I don't understand how that works. Yeah. Drowned lady's gonna be dripping water everywhere. Sons of bitches. Less zombie, more ghosty. People that died in different ways. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And hunt? Wait, what, Tommy Tom? Are you talking about like how they hunt? Slipping on the water mid-hunt would be funny. Oh my God, like a banana peel. Imagine the burning guy still on fire. Oh, that'd be crazy. Or he's like smoking, literally like smoking, like ashes. 13 Ghost style. Oh man, the jackal. I hope the burn ghost gives some mad fire events. How awesome would that be though if he's literally on fire? If the events are as cool as the new ones sounds from Tom's teaser, imagine the hunts. I know. I'm excited to see all of it, dude. I know. The UV is a burn print. Oh man, even the UV being unique to the ghost model. So like, depending on which one it is, the size of the hand, but also how the hand looks. Yeah. I feel like each ghost model will have a unique way to hunt, but that's only feelings based on how Patient 07 hunted. I assume that that's exactly what that means, Tom, because for them to say the ghost should move and act in line with their theme, I'm thinking that you're right. Like, I think it's the events and the hunts too. I think so. For sure. Shady Kit, thank you for the year. Hey, Apocalypse, missed all the news. Look, I'll make a video about it, of course, but there's also the VOD if you want to go back and watch. If you'd rather read it yourself, it's pinned. Please do. Please do. I'm glad things are finally, glad things are getting fixed and more content will be added. I think that's best for the community. 1,000,000%. I couldn't agree with you more, Proximity. Yeah. I think, yes, they're still continuing to push content, but the fixes is really what's important right now. And also these quality of life things that they're adding as well. Yeah, that's going to be so freaking good. So the conduits replacing the bones, something fitting in each contract. Interesting. Why are the ghosts here? Attach the ghost to the world of the living. So that's what the reason the conduit exists. Interesting and unique visual asset for players to hunt down. A unique conduit tied to each ghost design. I'm still interested to see what it's going to do to the ghost. Like, if the whole point is for you to not just get it and pick it up, but to take it back to the truck. Do you deal with unique ghost hunt abilities and model abilities? That would add so much. Oh man, if every ghost hunts differently, it's going to be so great. For sure. Fleener, thank you for the year. What's up with the year resubs? What is happening? What are your immediate thoughts? Noob, I'm so excited for it. I think that all of this is great. I think when I heard initially that the update itself was going to be coming out in July, yes, that really sucks. It's really disappointing knowing that we have to wait like another month for more fixes, which is not good when you're looking at the player base and you're like, well, if it's starting to dwindle, it's not going to get any better until the fixes actually happen. But if they can implement everything that they've stated and they can actually do a lot of the like half of the fixes in July and half of them in August, depending on the July update, I think that is going to decide what happens next for the game. I mean, like the player base. If that July update brings a lot of fixes and it fixes a lot of people's concerns and they add the new Willow, that could be a massive boost. Yeah. We might have to wait, but at least we have it. Yeah, and I think Tom said it earlier too. Like, for now, if it's bothering the shit out of you, like there's other games we can play until this comes back. I can still play Phas. I don't know. Like, I still am okay playing Phas. I just won't play it a ton. That's all. Do you think the conduits will also spawn on the ground like the bone, or will it spawn on stuff? Maybe on the ground like the bone. Maybe. We'll see, I guess. It's really hard to know what they're going to do. I don't know. Interesting. If when you pick up the conduit, it makes the ghost angry and hunt more often. That would be cool. I like the idea of that. Because then you're not going to initially, like the bone, it does nothing. But if you pick up the conduit, what if it does something to the ghost? Yeah, I like that. Okay with waiting because we know what happens when they rush stuff. Amen, Katie. Couldn't have said any better. Wonderfully said. Wonderfully said. Lore. The world of Phasmophobia is inherently intriguing and mysterious. Why are these places haunted? Who are these ghosts? What is the company, GHD, trying to achieve? Let's see here. Yeah, just a lot more lore is going to be added. Yep. Hidden through environmental details, puzzles, increased GHD presence. the computer in the lobby, designed to enrich and work within the Phasmophobia's core gameplay. Yep. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the lore. I love puzzles, man. I love it. 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 Love it. Aren't they supposed to be keeping the ghost there? Are you talking about, if you're talking about Pam, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to leave her there or not. Maybe they will. Maybe she's like an office worker, you know? Audio, they've got a lot of stuff listed here. Let's see what they say here. I'm reading off for anybody just coming in. I'm reading off of a presentation that we were given as Kinetic partners that has the same stuff you're reading within the news, but there's also a few extras. So I'm allowed to give it the information to you guys. I just can't show you everything because there's some images in there that can't be seen or not when they don't want to be delivered out to the public. Yeah, they are updating Pam's design. Yes. Yes. This is our first look at what she could potentially look like. Yeah. This is the first potential right here. Yeah. I wonder if they'll change the ghost model in the morgue at Sunny Meadows. Oh, I feel like they would have to, right? Well, yeah, that's a great question. I didn't even think about that. Pam is the OG Kinetic partner. Yeah, she is. Died of natural causes. Let's see. I mean, yeah, okay. In general, just talking about making the audio way better, adding spatial audio so sounds will no longer come through a wall, but they will bounce around corners. I'm really curious thinking about like Grafton, when you're in Grafton and you go upstairs and there's that hole in the ceiling, the audio from being underneath, if you can hear clearly when they're above the hole, but then it starts to muffle as they go to the side. That would be really freaking cool. Your friend's screams in the distance will now reverberate around the whole building. We got to get Coach playing more Phasmo. That's what that says. Yeah. Let's see. For the most part, that might be it. I can go through more. There's like some Q&A stuff. Is Tom still here? I can hear Doc scream now. I know. I want to hear Coach screaming in prison A block from the entrance. Oh man, it's going to be so cool. Mr. Tommy Tom, I assume literally everything that is within this we are allowed to talk about. Even the Q&A, right? I assume so. If the wall ceiling crawler jumps at me in my hiding spot, I think I'll die IRL. Yeah, Millsy, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just panic, I guess, and look in a corner. Can we be the ghost now? No, I don't see that ever happening. No, I think it would add an element to this game that would destroy the game. No. Excited to see the Willow remake for that map. I'll show you some footage. I mentioned a couple of points from in there. Yeah, you're safe verbally sharing those points. Okay. I don't even know if there's really much in there that I want to share. Let me read them real fast. Let's see. Performance improvements. Let's see. Are we going to be able to tell the ghost types based on the footstep sounds with the 1.0 changes? Yes. The video we shared, so they shared a video. Work in progress improvements will be made to ensure the gameplay that everyone is used to won't be affected too much. So, in case anybody's curious. How dynamic will ghost events be? Each new ghost model will have their own unique events. That's going to be cool. So I imagine that they'll all be able to do a couple, like the shadow stuff maybe, or like the, I don't know, singing events if they stay. But the unique ghost models will have unique events based on the ghost model, which will be cool. What if Pam will bleed from her eyes? eyes and hint to being, what the hell? Being lobotomized. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it, friends. For the most part, I think that's it. There we have it. Hear your partner scream from the top of point for the first floor. We've tried that before. I think the distance is too far. Now, if it did carry that far, I would be very pleased. I think that was one of the first things we tried when Point Hope came out. I tried A, throwing an object off the top, B, having someone go to the in front of the bottom, the front door or whatever, trying to scream at them. And it didn't work. Can I show the Willow of it again? Yes, I can. I'll show that right now. So if you weren't here earlier, I showed some in the same form that Tom did. I showed some B-roll that I cut together. We were to cut clips together, not use the full footage. So that's literally what I did. And we'll go through real quick. Yeah. Take us to Willow again. Tom, there's 2 Nintendos. Did you see it? I saw it. I did not see the Nintendo until we watched the footage right now. I did not know that. Yeah. Were the sound changes 1.0 update or earlier? I think they might. I don't remember exactly. Hey, Null, how are you? I can't believe I didn't see it either, but I'll let it play once and then we'll go back through it again. Wasn't that 3 Nintendos? But oh, that's true. Touche. Yeah, because there was a Switch as well. Yeah. Here. So here's some footage for you. Thought they're gonna have more different challenges, objectives. Me too. The weeklies especially, man. I've been digging. I've been waiting for the weeklies to get fixed. Not get fixed, but just get more unique. There's also Polaroids on the refrigerator that I'm really curious about. Yeah, so this is taking us through the Willow rework that is coming in July. I'll go back through and I'll do a quick pause on some of the rooms so we can see some of the stuff. Yeah, the circles in the kitchen. Yep. We also saw the music box in the living room. Possible hiding underneath the stairs. We got the boys' bedroom has been turned into like a painting room. And there's kitties. It looks great. It looks really, really good. So here, I'll walk you through the few bits and pieces of some of the things we've seen. So one of the things I immediately noticed was that the car is in the outside of the house. So I'm assuming that the ghost will still be able to interact with the car and you still need to pick up the key and go outside to turn it off. That's my guess. So we'll see if that stands true or not. But then when we make our way inside, we have the partition here. So if we look at Willow, right? We see this here. We saw that part right there, but there was this image here. So we have that partition that we just saw with the double doors, meaning if the layout is the same, the front door is to our left. Front door over here. You look to your left, you have this little table here with stuff on it. And then you've got another table over here and another table over here. They love tables. And tables are like their jam. They're cat's jammies. So that's what that is. That partition there, we're looking into the kitchen. Okay. Circle is there. You've got objects over here. There's a crap ton of unique objects. But if we go back, we have ourselves a music box. Look at that right there. So we know at least where 2 of the cursed objects are, at least. All right. And then we got the pillow that was unique for Willow that looks like they're bringing into the new Willow, which is super cool. And then if you look on the table, it's a little hard to see. Here, I'll back it up a touch. Look right here. That's a Joy-Con. Look at the color. Look at that. That's a Switch. That's a Switch. And also, if I back it up a little bit more, that's an older Nintendo right there. Look at that. I can't tell what this one is. I can't tell if that's supposed to replicate like a old PlayStation. Oh no, ads. Oh, ads are coming. Or ads are here. We'll wait. We'll wait for the ads. All right, we'll wait. Looks like a PS3. It does. It does. I guess, yeah, it looks more like a PS3, not like a PS2, because it looks like it has a sort of roundish top, not flat. If it was a flat top, it'd be a PS2. Love all the kitty cats. Oh yeah, it's a kitty obsessed house, and I think it's a bachelor pad. Yeah. Katie, thank you for the Prime. Thank you, friend. You have that same TV console like IKEA. Yeah, this might be a bunch of IKEA furniture. Yeah. Kitties need stuff to sit on so they can judge you. Well, what is all this then? They have all this crap all over the place. You can't tell me they can sit all that on all that and judge? Is that an iPad? Could be a Sega? No way. No, by the looks of that thing, if I were to zoom in, if I were to like put that in editing software, also look at the controller. That controller looks like a PS controller. I'm sure it's there to replicate it, not be exactly the same, unless they got the license from PlayStation to do it and also Nintendo. Dude, can you imagine? That'd be kind of cool. If they had the, if they were given permission to make those in the game, that'd be kind of sick. Pipsqueak, think of the 7 months, dude. I don't know. I mean, since they do work with PlayStation and Nintendo and all that stuff, they might have the rights for it. Is there a Wii U? No, but we can check. I reached level 100. How do I prestige? Go to the main lobby. Yeah. Free advertising too? Yeah, absolutely. I seriously doubt they're going to have a fallout with them. An N64 would be so great. Can they add that in the middle? Please. Listen, another thing I want on Tanglewood, can we actually be able to pick up VHSs and put them inside of the VHS player and play videos? Please. I imagine the NES is old enough that the image isn't copyright. I don't know. With the model and stuff, I don't know how that works. Put an Atari in there, like a Darth Vader Atari. Yeah, Nightly, you're welcome. Yeah, I know. As soon as you get to the level of prestige, there's no button there. You have to back out. Yeah. Can we play Phaz on the Switch that's in the game? Play Phaz inside of our Phaz? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's hard to say. Looks great. I love it. It's very modernized and I love it. It's great. Past the bedtime, Grumpy. Have a wonderful night, friend. Game Boy with Pokemon Yellow in it. Oh man, they could totally do that, right? They could totally do that. Oh. It'd be cool if the cat was still there and could have a chance to alert when the ghost. That'd be cool. Like it's staring at the ghost. Dude, that'd be creepy. All right. Ads are finching. I'm sorry. I paused. I didn't play anymore when the ads hit, friends. I stopped it literally whenever I saw it happening. It would make sense putting a tape in the VHS to show more lore like a movie. That's what I'm saying. If they could like put some footage together of like lore for the hunt or for one of the ghosts, and then you can actually play it on the TV. Oh, that'd be super freaking cool. How sick would the family be to leave the animal in the house when they have left? Well, I mean, you know, to each is their own. Still under copyright, early 2080s, the NES will finally be out of copyright. Right, but like I said, they work directly with Nintendo and PlayStation. So if they were given permission to use the models inside of the game, then they're fine. So I don't know. Like this Switch looking thing over here. Like, look at that. That's a Joy-Con. Yeah. Have the ring and the ghost crawls out of the TV. Oh my God. All right, let's continue on to the next room. So then it takes us into the kitchen. We've seen all this footage already, but we're looking at it again because some people might not have seen it before. Yeah. Josie, beware. Flash might leave you. No, I would never. I would never do that. Although she might try to befriend the ghost. It's hard to say. She's a pretty friendly gal. So in the kitchen, that is bitchin'. We've got photos on the fridge. So Lord knows what is on those. I don't know. But then we've got a map with hunting, We've got a map with hiking stuff here. And we can see that even better here in the photo that they provided us. So this is a map in California. This map is Willow Street is in Palm Springs. And they go from this home up to the mountains somewhere and then end, I don't know where. I don't know if this is saying, hey, this is where the new map is going to be. But I want to get a closer look at this map and compare it to actually compare it to an actual map of California and see where they're trying to point to. Looks like Sacramento. I wonder what that would be. Because they hike to the mountain. Okay, mountains there, which I know. I draw on my map like that too. But then go over here. I don't know. Playing tonight? I don't know. It's hard to say. I started streaming with a headache, and it was really I was really basing it off of how much time I had with us talking about all this new stuff. It's yeah. I might have to save. I literally might have to save high school weekly for Friday, which would be fine. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Sacramento could be Folsom Prison. Yeah, but would they do another prison, or do you think like replacement? Because what would be the point, unless that is the replacement, is a new prison? I don't know. Might be a cult like Forest. Oh, okay. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like we have cans of cat food over here, I think. Maybe. Coffee maker, fridge with photos, hiking gear, laptop. Okay. Moving on, we have the garage that has now been converted into a home gym. I think it's lore tease, not a map tease. That could be fair. Yeah, I wonder what else we could read into that. They went full send with the cat stuff. Like, this person who lives here, like, they love the shit out of this cat. Got a treadmill, weight stuff over here. I can't tell if there's a bench. I'm just assuming there is. There's a punching bag and all that jazz. But then you also have where the washer and dryer used to be, you now have a shower. Cool, cool. This is giving real estate house showcase video. Maybe it is. As a person in California, I will report shortly. Thank you, Sharkbait. Are you going to investigate the map? Imagine the ghost punching the... I'm wondering, it probably can move it, right? No, there's no mirror or Ouija board that we can see, but it might be on the other side of the garage. So it's really hard to say. Look here. This mother effer, this bachelor has 2 Nintenders. Do you see that? He's got one here and he's got one in the living room. And that looks like a stood up PS3. What the hell? But you've got some sports jerseys on the wall. Can't make it out too much. Another arcade machine that is brand new. We do not have this one. Galactic, whatever this is. I want them to be playable. Like, can they hire someone else while they're working on all this other stuff? Can they hire a team to like work on just the arcade machines and make them playable? And then put them in the lobby and then have high scores on the arcade machines? Please. Please. How sick would that be? Super Heavy Sam. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Girls can love sports too. Okay, touche. Yeah, but they're sloppy. Like, I'm just assuming it's a dude based on how sloppy they are. There's beers all over the place, like all kinds of crap. So that's just the first assumption. But you've got the dartboard, the books, you've got paint. I mean, you've got posters, all this jazz. Here's a better look, the front side of this living space in the basement, which is pretty cool. I love in-game emulation. Me too. Me too, especially when it's done right. I think it's the Cobras, right? Yeah, it's the Cobras. The Cobras. Flash, that's an Xbox 360. What, that? That? That ain't no 360. Get out of here. In what world would that be a 360? No shot. No shot in hell. Who are the Cobras? I'm sure it's made up. No way. All I know is it ain't PlayStation. That literally looks like a PlayStation. Look, that looks like a stood up like PS3 or PS4. Maybe a PS4. Look at the controller. That's the Wi-Fi router. Yeah, but there's a game controller next to it. That's why I'm thinking it's more like a PS and not like an actual. A Wi-Fi router would actually be a cool idea. Yeah. You die in the arcade, instant hunt. Let's go. I like it. Lady Kimmy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Yeah. It looks like a 360 on the stand for airflow. No, it does not. I still have my 360. No, it does not. Now, yes, I have the original arcade 360. I still have it. It's been Frankensteined like crazy, and the disc tray doesn't work anymore. I'm Mr. Kill, by the way. You don't play video games on your Wi-Fi router? Apparently, I'm really missing out. Apparently. Lady Kimmy, I hope your stream was good. Hello. Hello, hello. It's probably an Xbox One. No. Why would they have two Nintendo? This is no. PS4 on the left, Super Nintendo on the right. No, that's not a Super Nintendo. That is a NES. That is not a SNES. PS4 here, that is a Nintendo. That is not a Super Nintendo. Look at this thing. Look at it. Super Nintendo ain't got no black stripe going down the right-hand side. You crazy? Anywho. I can't tell what's over here. The footage was starting here. It's really hard to see. What are we watching? So I'll go through it again. We are watching some footage that I was able to show you guys of the new Willow Street rework that's going to be coming out next month. What ideas would you have in game that you could introduce a new item? I don't know if I'd want to introduce a new item. I think they're doing a pretty damn good job. I'm beginning to think that they put those game systems into Bug Flash. No, it just so happens that it does bug me. That's all. It's one of those Xbox 720s I heard about. Love to see, of course, and I'll run it through again. We're just deep diving, like what visuals we can see. That's all. Yeah. Anything that we can see that might stand out as something. So this room, the eye adaptation is screwing us more than anything. So outside of like the norm, you've got paint all over the floor, cool paintings here. I don't know if the ghost can interact with them or not. I don't know. This looks like it might be a hiding spot in the back corner. You can smell this room. I can smell you. I'm gonna get as far as I can before it switches frames. Yeah. Nintendo's gonna foam at the mouth with that NES being in the game. Well, they're working with Nintendo on bringing this to the Switch. I can only assume that they would know about it. Especially, yeah, with that Switch on the table. Yeah. And then here we've got a bunch of drawings of kitty cats on the walls. Someone got paint on the floor. You got red on you. But yeah, I'll let it run through again for anybody that missed it. So there you go. We've taken note of some things that we've seen that are noticeable. Gaming systems and other things. That hiding that closet right there. Which is, you know what I didn't even look at or I didn't even think about? Look at that. That is a, I'm assuming something you can hide in, but that's a pantry. That is a pantry that you can walk into. Because the light coming out of that, why would they have a light in there? Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, let me back it up. There we go. Trying to see if I can see Frank in that room anywhere. I know it's hard to see. If I take this footage into Premiere, I could brighten it up and try to look for things in corners that maybe we can't see originally. Tom showed the pantry. Oh, maybe I cut it out. Because again, we were to cut clips. So I cut clips together without trying to include too much. But yeah, this is footage of the new Willow. It's in internal testing right now, so we'll see whenever it comes out of internal. But they said, I mean, we already have a date for when this is to be released. So that's not even a question. July 21st is when the new map is coming out. Most definitely a nice hiding spot. I'm so excited. Yeah. Probably his PlayStation because the controller in the first clip in the living room. Right. That's what I was saying. Same thing. And then these were the photos if you didn't see it yet. You can go back through, obviously, and check all this stuff out, but it's available for everybody. So what you're saying is that we can snack while we hide. Yeah. Yeah, that's the intention. That's the whole point. But there it is, friends. That is the Phasmophobia 2026 updated roadmap and beyond. There it is. All the things. I'm going to have a hell of a time trying to go back and cutting this together for a video. But I wanted to do it live. We're doing it live. I want to do it live so we could discuss these things while also going through them. Did they say when they may be looking at pushing out a fix for the crazy bugs? July 21st. So there's going to be 2 huge quality of life updates. The first one is coming in July. The second one is coming in August. And it's going to address over 150 bugs. Over 150. Yeah, I know. Thank goodness indeed. Yep. I know we still have to wait a month for it, but I'm excited for it. Yep. It just means, again, it just gives us an opportunity to pepper in some more games every now and then so we can try out some new stuff, like some of the stuff we've been trying, kind of like Mecha Chameleon. That one tonight in high school. Oh, if it's about Under the Stairs, I definitely know about that one. Yeah. Hi, Bloops. How are you, friend? I wonder if they keep sausages in there. Oh, in the pantry? I hope so. Doc and I will have 2 maps we can play hide the sausage. Well, we can play 2 maps. Oh, I'll just shut up. Then the ghost is drawn in by Telltale Crunch of Tater Chips. Oh, listen here. I died, ended up half in the floor. Yep. Yeah. I just want to know if there's a cat that we can pet on Willow. I can only assume no. My first assumption would be negative on the cat petting. Do you know when you're playing with viewers next? I don't. We've been kind of waiting for fixes to plan a viewer day because it's just been really tough with multiplayer. So depending on July 20, we might be doing our first viewer day, maybe late July. Did they say anything about new cosmetics? Not about new cosmetics, just about the fact that there's going to be another visual update for the characters and the character update. The player character update. So there's going to be a lot more there's going to be a lot more customizing for the character, and it's just going to be a better UI and better all around. Yeah. As for other playing with viewer stuff, if we reach the monthly goal this month, we're going to have a Mecha Chameleon community day, which is going to be pure chaos, but we're going to try. Yeah. Oh, Lady Kimmy, hell yeah. Yeah, of course. When you next play with that Kill guy, he's fantastic. It dies so much, it's hilarious. I mean, Kill, you know that I know that you know. New ghost type, cat. Steer, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the sub. Through the floor by no bombo. Mother lover. Lobby pets? No, we don't need lobby pets. I get it. Like Demonologist has them and other stuff. I feel like that. I don't know. You can still call me Lycan if you want to. Yeah, but other people don't see you as Lycan though. I try. If somebody changes their name, I try my best to go by that name, so that way others will address them by that name as well. Because other people can't see Lycan. Oh God, I just slapped my road. We're fine. You think they would add ghost pets? I mean, I could see them maybe adding some I don't know. I'd say interactions, but like cat-like things in the map, noises or just things moving. I don't know. I could maybe see that. A ghost cat walking through dots occasionally only on Willow would be a cool Easter egg. That would actually be really cool. Pam's the only pet we need. Oh my God. A ghost hunting doggo that finds the bone. Listen, eventually we're not going to have a bone. Eventually we're going to get these guys. Did you ever get that? No, okay. It's still in the works. Still planning. It's just been something that I've been holding on to for so long because of not knowing where I wanted to do it. and if I wanted to start a sleeve or not. That might be an airport. Oh, on the map? On here? I mean, this isn't going to be very helpful for me, but I could still try. So you think that might be near an airport? Really? McClellan Air Force Base is decommissioned in that area. Dude, that's really funny you just said that. That's really funny you just said that. Isn't that close to this name? I mean, close to. You said McClellan. I was like, is that not almost this name? We have several decommissioned bases, and oh, interesting. I think if the ghost paints on the painting that it should count as ghostwriting. I think so too. The name on the wristband, it just looks kind of like it. I mean, that's the damn near close to the same name, is it not? I don't know. We'll have to do some digging there, friends. We got some diggings to do. You know what somebody else mentioned? It's just really funny that this is literally burning and this says fire. Yeah. St. Sacramento Library. Oh my God. And we be ghost busting? Wait, what? So those items instead of the bone? Yes. Yes. So these items here are called conduits. So my guess is with sequence of events that sooner rather than later, we're going to be getting it to where the journal is going to tell you when you pick up the bone. But eventually with 1.0, there's going to be conduits replacing the bone. And it's a collectible during the contract. And these are unique to the ghost models, not to certain ghosts. So not tied to a wraith, not tied to a mimic, tied to the ghost model itself. So depending on which one it is, what they entail, what they can do, I don't know. But these items will provide new lore to the ghost and the overall world of Phasmo. Perhaps you can piece together some tidbits already. Meaning, if we look at these, we could probably make out who should have what. You know what I mean? Like Nancy. Oh, look, a child. A doctor there's people with numbers. Oh, look, patient 07. This is on fire. We said this guy looks like he's burning. You know, this might be the drown. Like I said drown here, but like her hair is floating as if she's like in water. I don't know. Which again, my assumption with this locket here, that just feels like that fits that vibe. I don't know about this that looks like a dude in a suit. And then this one that I don't know what that's supposed to be. Hard to say. But I assume dude in suit, probably the watch, right? That makes sense. Which if we're going by these and who has what, that means that this would get this. So this ghosty here would get the light bulb. And it has glowing eyes. You notice that? It makes me think of that. Oh, there was like, I don't know what show it's from, but it's like, it's some sort of like super being, whatever it may be, that was like all black, but could turn people into shadows. Like literally turn them into shadows and they were just dead. It makes me think of that. So maybe, I don't know if that has something to do with light. I don't know. Hard to say. Sentry? That might be what it is. Yeah. I never watched it. I just remember seeing clips. Sentry from Thunderbolts? Maybe that's what it was. Dudes are known to have why. Well, it's just, if this is like, you can sort of see it. Like if you look at this, you can see that there's an outline of like a suit and tie here. So that's why I'm thinking watch. Yeah. The Void. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can piece some cool stuff together. If you figure anything out, if there's anything you want to talk about it, I have a Discord. I've got a Phasmo channel. Please feel free to post in it, man. Anything that you guys might find, anything you find intriguing, some stuff you deciphered, or maybe you're like, hey, this would be a cool idea, whatever it may be. But yeah, would love to talk about it. Maybe that'll be the new grandma with the pocket watch. We don't have it. What, you think this is the new grandma? No way. No way. We better get a better grandma than that. I don't know why I'm fighting for a better grandma. I don't know what that's going to do. Husband had a watch that looked a lot like that one. He was like, hey, they took my watch. You can see that the watch has been like smashed. So I don't know. No, the other one. Oh, this one. Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Like, she looks like she's wearing some sort of like, I don't know. She's giving off Titanic vibes. Have they said that it's more than those 6 models? I can only assume it's more than just these 6 models. Yeah. I can only assume. Looks like she went to the Kentucky Derby. The Victorian lady? Oh, you thought the locket was for the Victorian lady? I'm thinking this here. Yeah. I'm thinking this guy right here. I'm thinking that's for her. Mm-hmm. You're going to miss the naked guy? How do we know if this guy does or does not have clothes on? We might just have a new naked guy because his clothes got, we're looking at him, and based on these like edges, we're like, he might be on fire or something, or like he was burned. I don't know. So this might be our naked guy. This might be our new BJM. Yep. They are not going to have a dong, Millsy. But if they do, that's okay, because your mother could crochet a sock for them. Inside joke. Don't worry about it. What if all his clothes got burned off? That's what I'm saying. Since the 2 male models shown say, bet more to come. I think so too. Yeah, I assume so as well. I think so too. Just got my friends to learn the nicknames for each model. All the hard work. Well, I mean, we could reuse some of it. Now, I mean, we can't call the little kid Toothy McToothface unless they like open their mouth and like there's 1,700 teeth. But you still got Patient 07, Pam Jam. You've got possibly BJM. I don't know. It's hard to say. Beefed Jerky Man. If they're a lot more muscular, it might be Beefed Jerky Man. That's right. Maybe the suit guy is electrified with the light bulb. Yeah, but then who would the wristwatch go to? I can only assume it's intuitive. Slightly intuitive. Although like the burning letter, I would almost go with the letter, go with the Victorian, but because it's on fire, I think it's got to go if that guy's on fire. With that many teeth, surely it's the Kraken. No, it's one of the cone heads. It'd be pretty cool if the kid ghost model gets the current face mouth when it starts hunting. I'm hoping that whatever the ghost models look like when they make them can change based on events and just be really horrifying. I wish we get to know more about the girl who went from Grafton to Bleasdale. Me too. I just don't think that there's been really anybody that's done a huge deep dive of it. Yeah. The date on the letter was in the 1990s. Was it really? Was it? Are we sure it's the 1990s? Dude, that almost looks like it says 1915. But the 5 is over top of the stamp. Like they stamped it over top of the stamp. They stamped the stamp, Lloyd. Kid, triple stamp, a double stamp, Lloyd. I thought I saw 1915. That's what it looks like to me. That's an old letter. That's an old letter. Henry. Yeah. Interesting. Victorian lady is floating, maybe. Yeah, could be. Very well could be. telling you, man, I'm telling you, like, I know we've spent a good amount of time having our very, I think, our rightful bitch fest about updates, where things stood, how they were going, when we should get them, blah, blah, blah. Man, maybe what I do, you know, oh, you know what? Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm opening up Phasmo. We're doing the weekly. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm in the mood. Rightful bitch fest. I think so. Pray for good RNG. That's all I can ever hope for. All right, let's change the music away from lo-fi. We don't need that anymore. No sleep for Flash. No, I'll still sleep. It'll be fine. I only get like 4 hours of sleep anyway. There's no difference. Kinetic needed this update mess to realize that they needed a change in their relationship with the players. That's, you know, Kill, it's kind of like what we were saying before. Like, yes, it sucked that it happened, but I really do think that there was an eye opener there of like, oh shit, we've got to get our stuff together. You get sleep? Well, sometimes. Yeah, if we're lucky. Yeah. All right. Let's do the things. Yeah. So I'm hopeful. I think before I was not sure what to think, but I think now after seeing all that, I'm hopeful, and July 21st is going to say a lot. So we'll let the update speak for itself. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to waste time. We're going to get into it. This week's challenge is Tag Your It. This ghost will chase you immediately. Better get running. It's at the high school for 5K. So there's our player settings. There's our ghost settings. There's the contract. And as for our equipment, we have all tier 1. So I'm not going to be able to see anything. Game on. Game on, flame on. Let's go. We're doing the things. Let's rock. The return address on the letter is in Missouri. Yeah, we saw that. We did see that. Okay. Ooh, I didn't even check the settings necessarily, but oh my God. I totally didn't remember my speed being like this. Hi, Mr. Rafa. Holy night. Is the ghost speed 100%? I should have checked. I looked. I said, here's this, but I totally forgot to actually look. Yes. And it's 3 evidence. I think the smartest thing that they did in all is push 1.0 2027. I think so too. Yeah. Yeah. Ghost speed's 100, players 150. Let's go. Okay. Game on. Nelly strafing. So we have 0 sanity, meaning the ghost can hunt immediately. So if I want,
ask questions you don't want the answer
just to be sure that we don't die immediately, I can walk in like this, and then we can go try to find. I wonder if the power starts on. I assume probably not. No, I can't see. First object. Do I have a curse object? Probably not, right? Hunting? Yeah, so according to the notes, right, that truck's going to be even closer. That had wheels. Did you hear that? Can't join update, rework the game if the game doesn't work. Yeah, the fixes are the biggest thing. For sure. Oh, it's a fast ghost. Oh my God. Okay. There we go. It's done. I'm gonna go look for the power. Nice. At least it's on the first floor. try to hurry back and go over here and get that hallway light on, and then maybe we can get the ghosty to come over to us. Tinkerbell, how are you? Okay. Power show on the monitor. Oh, I just totally forgot to look. That's all. Miling? No, wait, it's fast though. It can't be miling. I was hoping she'd see me again, because I don't know if she had line of sight speed up or not. She sounds upset. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, we'll try that one more time. Yeah, my guess as of right now is a Moroi or a Thay. Based on the speed, I don't know. It might be a Moroi. What'd you do to make her cry? Hey, it wasn't my fault. Hey, Yukesh, how are you? We'll see how it goes. Waggy, thank you for the 8 months. Hello. Mr. Rafa, 82, dude. What the hell? Wait, where oh, there's my crucifix. I can't see it. There it is. She's speeding up much. Just let her kill me. Yeah, let's do it. As soon as she comes out to play. Yeah. We'll go Thay. Hopefully that's correct. She did not sound like she was speeding up with line of sight, so I would assume not a Moroi. I mean, wait. So I said that incorrect. She was not speeding up with line of sight, so we knew that it wasn't a Moroi. And usually on a 0 sanity run, when the ghost is that fast, usually it's a Moroi or a Thay, not a Mimic, because it was doing it over and over again. That's a Thay. Nice. Listen, I'll take luck any day of the week. Round 2. Let's go. Ethan, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Now it's cold. Where's our juice? It's on the right. Okay, I'm going to do the same exact thing because we need to hear it hunt first. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go crucifix, rock. Remember, it's snowing. Nice. What? Is she in the gym? That's messed up. That's messed up. I think she's in the gym. Did you just gin sprint at me? What just happened? Interesting. Sounds very slow. No, not at all. No, she didn't sound slow. I'm going to pre-mark that, actually. That might have been a gin sprint. We'll find out here in a second. Or possible Cormos, maybe. Any day now. Because maybe when she detected me, that's why she sprinted, not because she saw me. Any day now. Was she hunting that whole time? What? Hold on. Where's the light? Hold on. There. Now we'll know she's hunting. What the? Smudge you. I'm gonna smudge you before my death. I smudge you before my death, and then I smack you with a crucifix. You little shit. Play with fire. Play with fire. Not a Cormos. Always double check. Jen. Can hardly hear it first. I know. Down that hallway on the right. My God, I couldn't hear the ghost at all in the other hunt. It did see me. That's why it sprinted the first time. That's why I wanted to make sure I got it the second time. Sweet. There's 2. All right. Number 3. Let's go. I'm digging it. All right, Harold. Well, we know what you can't be. Harold. Can't be one of those. Give me this. Give me the crucifix. Give me this. Go there. Power's on the right again. Okay. I like going down the middle because trying to get the light switch for the hallway. Got it. Juice is loose. Did I know you could glitch out of the map? I did. I don't, though. Yeah, I'm very well aware of the things you shouldn't do. Going this side doesn't start the contract currently, so the middle's the only option. Yeah, there's something weird happening on the sides for sure. Ghosty's close. No, it's all good, DS. I usually, as a kinetic partner, I usually don't try to promote things like glitches and stuff like that. I need to hear it without line of sight. I don't know why. This could be way off. It's giving me twin vibes. I'm getting twin vibes. I'm gonna make sure kinetic knew. Oh, then report it. Oh yeah, then report it. Report it for sure. Yeah. Now it came over here, but I don't know how far down the hallway it was. Oh, it's right there. Did I just hear a switch? That sounds normal. I have timers going. Oh shit. Well, I have 2 of them going at least. Let's go get another smudge from the truck at least. It sounded pretty normal. It looked pretty normal from what I could tell. It was hard to see. Let's actually put this guy there. We'll get more. So yeah, first 2 were a couple of gimmies. I think this one is a little more on the rough side. Hey Saint, welcome in. All right, I could go another smudge and one of these. I mean, I could always do, wait. Oh, I have 3. Oh shit. I'll F the crucifix, it's fine. Let's do, I don't think it's teleporting. Oh shit. If it's a demon, it can hunt. Whoops. Hey, what's up, RF? How are you? "90 seconds on the dot." On the nose. The dot nose. Walk through both of them at the same time. You sneaky devil. Now, the question is, did that happen the first hunt? And did I just not see it because of how dark it was? Gosh, dang it. That's the question. I can't see. Okay. Give me another one of these. Give me one of these. Give me one of these. Okay. I really didn't time it well, but that's okay. Hello, Queso. How are you, dude? All right, that light's on. Good. Just in case. Orbeez. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What do we need for the Obake? EMF 5 and ultraviolet. Okay. Hey. I think I shouldn't be surprised because I would have had orbs no matter what. What? Why is there nothing to record? I think I just saw it shapeshift again. I'm fairly certain I just saw it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Your first was a Revy. Nice. Yeah, it's 3 evidence. I know. In my head, I'm like, oh, no evidence. If I see orbs, it's a mimic. No, wait, I get 3 evidence. Never mind. Scratch that. Lost my thought process.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh, bake the cake. Well, definitely 3 of the quickest games that I've done at high school. I'll take it. There we go. 5K. Nice. Holy shit. I was expecting that to take way longer. Good Lord. Did the same thing. I forgot. I totally forgot. Nice. Made a cup of coffee. Oh my God. All right. Well, now that we did the weekly, now I feel good. And not to mention we're past 11:30, which is good. Which is good. Okay. Well, friends, it is my time. Tubes, we're going to end it there. We're going to go find someone to raid. Appreciate you.